What's up with Disney Orbiters and making everything racial for no reason when nobody asked? I don't get it. Like,
Nothing was made racial.
You guys act like you're like the timekeeper. You have to save people from like wasting their time. People are already wasting their lives away on online content. There you go. There you have it now. You happy now?
So the other day, I went on one of Destiny's streams again, ended up getting to talk to xQc about his whole React drama and how I thought the way he handled it was rather cringe.
Chat, like, you don't even have to even, like, put together, you know, like, well, this is crazy, chat, you know, like, it's crazy, you know, like, it's kind of insane, you know, when they do this, you know.
I also managed to talk to one of Destiny's Orbiters. I honestly don't really remember her name, but it was a fun time.
Trying to stop them from bullying you because
The purpose would be... Okay, there is a clear purpose. The clear purpose would be your mom.
Man,
Alright,
this guy, man.
This is just real prime time, grade A fucking wagyu.
You got owned.
Content,
You got owned.
dude.
Your own
No,
bitch.
your mom. Wow, no, you reverse Uno.
Your mom
fucking-
owns you, little
yeah,
bro.
Oh, right. Oh, you are-
El Riz.
El Riz. Dude, what the fuck is going? Like, what?
You have no
actually
Riz.
is it? You're definitely a YouTuber. Definitely.
Gangnam Style, bro. Your own.
What? You realize how fucking retarded you sound, right?
Despacito.
You're over. Yeah. Now you don't have anything to say, and so you're just gonna come over here and just say. random
Dame
shit.
tu cosita, bitch. You're owned.
Yeah, I'm owned.
xQc don't know you, little bro. I also had some conversations with Abba of the Abba and Priest channel. Overall, it was a really entertaining stream. There was some good roasting going on, okay? I also think there were some good arguments on both sides. There was some interesting discussion about the ethics of React content, and I know you guys are passionate about that subject, so I thought I would share it with you all. Enjoy. Ethan is growing on me a little bit lately, but I feel like, you know, xQc is just like, he can't even speak English. Like, I feel like...
Damn.
Debating. He cannot. Debating that guy, is that really
That's
like the most...
I can't talk about xQc publicly because of my kit contract, but
Is that part of your contract?
no, just
What? Okay.
I've trained wrecks I can't talk shit about publicly. No, I'm just kidding. No, but you're right. Yeah, xQc, we did a little bit of prep for that convo, and then I watched him go in, and man, it was like insert sports analogy here for a team that gets completely blown the f out in the first quarter by another team. Like, it was aggressive.
I assume he's not going to do a conversation like that again.
I don't know, but yeah.
It didn't go well. And then, dude, after the fact, posting his watch in the DMs or whatever.
Yeah, bro. Like, and
That
that would
shit's
work
so
with some
funny.
people, but like, this is like a billionaire making fun of like 100 millionaire. Like, bro, like, you really think Ethan Klein, who's been in this business for how many years, with how many successful shows, with how many like, you think this guy is like, you're gonna intimidate him with a watch? Come on.
I think it says a lot about how xQc sees himself. He sees himself as like a rapper. Like, he sees himself as like a cool like counterculture rapper who like can just kind of be like, well, f you, here's my cool money that I made, and I don't give a f. Like, that's kind of how he sees himself, as like a Kanye type person. Like, but in reality, it's like you just watch other people's stuff.
Wow, excuse me. Careful. You're talking to another React streamer here. Okay, be careful.
Okay, but he can't. Okay, he literally just watches other people's stuff. I've seen your reactions. You say something. Okay,
True.
overwhelmingly.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, glaze me. Okay, that's cool. I'll take it.
It's true. What is that? Okay, this glazing thing. My chat, every time I talk about you, if I say you do something good, they're like, "You're glazing him." Just, dude, can I say something nice? Do I have to on everyone? Like,
That's what we do here. Yeah.
it's good to. Maybe some people need to be glazed a little bit. Okay, maybe some
I agree.
glazing needs to happen.
Hold on one second.
But even if you do, let's say you were just doing the clip chimp content, or you're just watching that stuff, right?
wait, do you and? Oh, well, what's up?
Yo, what's up, man? Oh, this is all people. My bad. You guys do something important or not?
No, I'm just trying to take your time here. He was glazing me, so.
It's not important.
What's up?
Alright, shut up, bro.
How many you sell the
Well, because I don't know Tom. That's what
He's
it is.
Turkey Tom. He's a big YouTuber. He's got like 1 million
It's time to
subs.
know me. It's time to get to know me.
He's
XQC,
21
okay?
years old. Okay, we've chatted multiple times in the past. He's made hit piece videos on you where he hates you.
That's not even true.
Oh,
That's not true. I haven't done that yet.
well.
Why'd you come in here, X?
Well, because I had questions, yo. I had questions because I just watched his 9/11 video and I thought, who better than meth guy will know about this?
Oh, okay. That's true. Well, the irony was that right before you came in, we were talking about you, which is why everyone in chat saying that I'm not talking to you.
Talk about what, my muscles, my achievements.
No, we were going over like people that are fighting online and content spaces, and how you remember back in the day, xQc, there used to be like a whole bunch of blood sports with like politics, and now nobody wants to talk to each other. And then we brought up like Ethan is like reaching out to people to fight with people, and then your conversation with Ethan came up, and then right after that, you basically jumped in. So it was just kind of fun.
I had just finished calling you cringe for sending him a picture of your watch or whatever, and then you hopped in and were like, "What's up?" So that's what happened.
Oh, the watch. Well, I mean, the watch is one thing, right? There's a platitude of things I could have showed them that would display my superiority in net worth, but I didn't. I showed them my watch.
But you understand, like, the reason people find that cringe is like you just lost a debate, and your sort of cope is like, well, I have more money than you.
Yeah, but if that was the case, if that was the main goal, right? Then I would have probably done that publicly.
What was the main goal?
Well, no, I'm saying if that was the main goal, I would have just tweeted. I would have just tweeted, right?
But I feel like the main goal was to show him that like you have more money.
Oh yeah, but even in that scenario, right? I would have said that initially in the combo.
But you can like say something without saying it. Like and you did explicitly say you're like, my watch is 50 times more valuable than your house or whatever, something to that effect, right?
Oh, no. I think you guys missed the point. I feel like a lot of people think about that, and they like to believe that it's like that simple, right? And they're missing the point entirely. The main drive of all that, right, is that there's a long combo before all that. Nobody really paid attention because I was being chill, understanding whatever. There's like a long thing, right? And he was just being a bitch at the end. And I just threw that out there. I was like, at the same time, I've watched Ethan since like I was not even like an adult. I knew how much his house was worth way back when, and I know my watch doesn't even compare to his house. His house, I think, is worth, 12 mils, like that, right? Like I genuinely knew. I mean, in real life, I was like, bro, like I knew what your house was actually worth. Then that was a whole. Yeah, I was a fanboy, literally, which I don't think is a problem. I know people don't admit that they're fanboys is a problem. So all I'm trying to tell you is that like I think people look at the conclusion, kind of word themselves backwards on like why I did it, and they're missing the point entirely.
So I feel like you just said a lot of words. I feel like they didn't really mean much in the end. Like I feel like there was no point to the things you just said to me.
There's a lot of points you're just not listening properly.
I'm sitting here listening. I'm really trying to understand, and
because it was a normal like private conversation, right? It's like a one-on-one conversation that I was being very genuine about. It was also about other things in it, right? And I even like admitted to things that like make me vulnerable, right? That are like, oh well, if that was public, I'd look like a little, right?
So you're saying within the text there was a longer conversation, and the only part he showed was that part.
Well, I think he showed the whole thing, did he not?
I honestly don't remember. I remember
exactly. So you only remember the watch thing. So it kind of fits the narrative. But at the end of the day, the narrative is wrong. It's just wrong. Like it actually is wrong. And I never really.
What is wrong?
Oh well, the narrative that like the whole thing was like a hostile. I lost. I'm a flex on you type. It just wasn't like that at all.
So what was the point of the flexing? I guess would be the question then. Like, what was if there's a greater point, what is it?
Oh, I was sitting in the sun and I was like, I'm just being sassy, and I was like, I'm about to go to bed. Literally, I didn't open that combo until like a day later. Like, I think
you're feeling sassy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know. I feel like that, like once again, I feel like it doesn't mean anything. Like usually, like when I say something, like there's some intention, like I'm trying to communicate like a message, like there's something I'm trying to say. Are you saying like you just kind of said it like with no real, without really thinking about it?
You're kind of like equating your like debate skills or like chat.
I'm not a debater.
Somebody
I'm not
of
a
my
debater.
well, I'm just saying you're trying to equate some of the behaviors that you have to me. Do you is that really like a battle or like a?
I guess not just my behavior. I guess like the world's behavior. Like I'm just trying to say like usually when something happens, there's a reason to say something or like do something, and I feel like I asked you this, and it's like, well, I just kind of was feeling sassy, and it's like, well, that doesn't really mean anything. Do you get why like you say there's a narrative that people say like, oh well, you were salty, so you posted the watch to show how much money you have. Do you get why people think that way? Like that's how that message comes across. Like clearly, like.
Oh yeah. But there again, the message wasn't meant for them. Then you get the feel of the convo because they didn't bother reading it.
Do you think?
Right.
So are you saying Ethan knew your true intention and he just posted?
Yeah.
That
Yeah. It's why I was generally a little bit upset at Ethan because he knew the feel of the whole thing. I was even admitting to certain vulnerabilities of mine to him as like I was like confiding a lot of stuff that I would not come to normal people. I thought he would understand as like a creator or whatever. But instead he just flipped it on me, which I thought was kind of odd. You get it?
Gotcha. Okay. I mean, I guess I want to see the full combo, but I'm just trying to find it on Twitter right now.
Well, I one point I admitted that like he has things that I don't have and I'll probably never have. Like I was just kind of like just talking with him. I'm not being a victim, Andy. At least said like he has like a wife and children. I'm like, bro, these are like things that like I might never get to have. Like I'm like jealous of that almost. You know, I was kind of like almost like admiring him for that, right? That's not something that you do and like you're mad at somebody. You don't go, yo.
So are you saying you were admiring him and then you were showing like you have this and then I have the watch? Is that what you were saying?
No, I think it was in the point. Again, is that like we're not connecting on like a serious level because it seems like he thought I was coming in a hostile. But then I was like, okay, like you think this is hostile? I'm just gonna post then, whatever. Like it wasn't like a. I feel you're reading too far into it. Like you're reading like way too far into it.
I'm reading too far. Okay, all right. Well, I guess that's your opinion. That I'm reading too far into it. Like if that is your true intention, then that could very well be the case. But I guess it didn't come across that way at all to me or anyone else.
Well, I mean, you didn't read the combo. You admitted to that. So what does it even matter? It doesn't.
Well, you've explained to me what like the convo, like the greater context of the convo was, and I assume you're being truthful about that, not lying. And from that, I don't really see that it changes that much to me, I guess.
Oh, so you don't get the point that basically it's like leveling out with somebody that things aren't like that, right? Like I wasn't actually mad at them or anything. Like it was just like a on-stream thing, right? And it's just like that's like a simple thing to understand, right? That for me, some things start and end when the broadcast ends, right? We do a piece of content, right? We kind of let it go, and it just kind of ends there. It's why I didn't get why you kicked me off the show because it's like we can kind of push this in one way or another, right?
So I feel like Ethan didn't have that opinion. I feel like it doesn't start and end on stream. Like I feel like he feels strongly in real life, you know, about what he said to you.
Wait, but wait, what? What does that matter?
Well, you just said you're like it's different for you because it doesn't really change how you feel after the fact. Like you're still willing to be cool with Ethan. I think he sees you as like a person, basically.
Okay.
So I'm saying like
I said, even though I feel that way about certain people as well, right? I see them in real life. I understand how the content flows like, and if they talk to me in a DM, it'll be different than if we're making a content piece. You not understanding that the difference is like being deliberately obtuse. Like
I genuinely just want to understand what you're trying to say. I feel like you can't speak English because I don't understand the point, like to what you're saying. Like I feel
like it's easier for you to say that because it's me in the call, and you think you get more like traction. Understand by saying I don't understand it. He doesn't.
I'm not even live right now. I don't get any traction.
My chat will go against me every day of the week, right? And even then, it'll like question mark when you said that because they understood what I said. You're just deliberately not understanding for the sake of it.
If there is a part that you don't understand, why don't you just ask him to clarify?
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like I did, and I feel like I just haven't gotten the answer like 3 times.
Wait.
Kelly, Jean.
I just told you. You make a
I still just don't understand the point to that last message. Like, obviously, when you're sending that, you had to have seen like how that's going to come across, even with the greater context of the conversation. Actually, especially if you're trying to level with someone, to then send something like that and be like flexing your wealth, like that just seems very. It just seems silly, you know. It seems silly.
Okay. So you missed the point. The whole point was to level out with somebody. As hey man, that was content. I'm still Felix. You're still Ethan. Here's a DM from Felix to Ethan. The whole xQc. Let's make a show and drama, right? That's the whole basis of it, right? Is that hey man, like I'm me, you're you. We can still have a normal conversation. And I wasn't getting that from him, so I was like, okay, well, you want to act the same there than in private, then sure, I'll be the dumb that does this shit, then sure, I think that's fine.
So you were playing into his preconceived notion of you. Is that what you're saying?
I think. I'm sorry. Sometimes I can translate xQc and use. I think what xQc is saying is that they had a big argument on stream, but when xQc turns the stream off, he doesn't carry that with him afterwards. It's like it's content. It's whatever. Who cares? So he tried to DM him, basically to have a conversation, like, hey, like we're like to show that they're still chill. But Ethan wasn't chill. And then after xQc realized that, I think xQc was just like fuck it and started sending the pictures and shit. Is that?
Yeah. It was just kind of like I didn't really listen to what you said because I'm playing Factory. Sorry, but yeah, I think that pretty much makes sense. It's just like it's not that I'm fake. It's just that I don't carry my upsetment like past the screen most of the time, and even if I do, I'll say like I enjoy like some spice in my life or whatever, but I don't carry it around me all the time. That's such a burden to have. When people, I find it cringe when they continue this upsetment in like indefinitely past the screen in their daily life, even in real life when I meet them and I'm like, bro, why are you mad about this? It's like I think you disagree with somebody on some podcast to level out with them on other topics. I thought that was fair enough. I think the guy sees me as like so despicable because of the thing that how I react to things that like he thinks that I'm like I can't be talked to, and he has to maintain hostility across all topic and subjects. So especially some of those that we talked about in those DMs. So I thought him leaking the whole thing was like, bro, like, do you not get it? How like people talk about how it makes me look. How does that make him look? That the
I
guy
feel like it
is,
makes him look like. I mean, just screenshot the DMs, but I guess to me, it's like he genuinely cares about the subject to the point that like he's not just willing to be friends with you. Like he thinks you're a content thief. Like he thinks like you steal people's hard work. And so from his perspective, it's like, well, this guy's just being aloof about it after the fact. Like this guy, like he doesn't even care about the debate. He came on to do a conversation with me about an issue he genuinely doesn't even care about. So from his perspective, it's like you steal content, and then past that point, you also like are totally aloof about it. And then like to him to screenshot that, like I think from Ethan's side, that kind of shows like, oh, well, now you're kind of bragging about the money you make from doing that kind of stuff. And I think
at that point,
sees
yeah,
that as particularly shady.
then 100%, then yeah, that's what the whole point is. That was out of spite, which I still stand behind. I'd do it again. I'd do it right now if you want. I mean, I have absolutely no problem with it. It's like if you want things to be this way, they can. It's kind of sad that you think that everything has to be that like one-dimensional, I guess, right? But at the end of the day, if you want that to be kind of materialized, I mean, I will do it for you, right? I'll quadruple down on it. Does that make sense? You get it?
Okay, I guess I get that. Yeah, sure.
So like,
I understand your
so like,
intentions there.
if some guy says, bro, you're like a content bully thief because you yoink shit online, right? He says that to me in real life or online. We get in real life, he still acts the same maulness, right? Well, there's a chance that I'm be like, why would I remain in that position of weakness of trying to be nice to him? He's gonna be a complete and carry past the screen. At that point, well, I'm gonna cave in to his level, and just be a then, right? I think that you can.
I feel like depending on the issue you talk about, I think that's okay. Like for me personally, like there are people that I argue with online, and then I see them in real life, and like, oh, bro, like what's up? Like it's chill. It's not chill. Like I feel very strongly about the things I talk about online, and sometimes I'll meet people in real life, and they think like it's funny or it's cool, and it's not cool. Like that was me and Zerka's recent falling out. It's like Zerka thinks you can go on Twitter and like call my wife a whore and say I like abandoned my son and shit, and then see me in real life. It's like, no, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and joke with you, right? That's just, you're like way over the line. And then same thing with like certain political things, like that Jackson Hinkle guy, like is a legitimate like Russian state operative shill who's like dating an escort now who is like provided for by the Kremlin, and he sees me in real life, it's like shake my hand. It's like, no, I think you're a disgusting human being. So Ethan probably, regardless of how you feel about it, Ethan probably feels, I would imagine if there was a single topic that Ethan felt strongly on, it's probably going to be stuff related to fair use, right? Because a lot of their internet lives was literally defined around that huge court case that they had over fighting over it,
Yeah. I mean, and I think they kind of like suffered a bunch of losses in terms of time, in terms of life, and in terms of money over it, which I thought was kind of dodgy because I somehow related to that. It's why I DM'd them personally, because I kind of related to that. And I spoke about that very topic to him. And I thought we could reach some sort of like, hey man, like I get we both feel that way. And they made jokes about my right, and I didn't carry that past the string. I could have, but I didn't. And I feel like him doing it was kind of like, bro, it's like a wife and kids and all that. Like to me, it felt like some really like petty bottom of the barrel thing, if that makes sense.
Well, why,
right?
I mean, why would you carry anything bad past the screen? We're the ones that are gaining from it, right? Like, if anybody's losing from the React stuff, it's going to be the YouTuber. So, of course, if I were to hang out with some YouTubers, like, guys, why do you take this so seriously? I'm the one making hundreds of thousands of dollars off of watching your why are you guys mad? Like, obviously, they're going to be the ones that are upset, right?
I hate to use this term, but it's like, X, you're in like sort of a, from Ethan's perspective at least, you're in a position of privilege where you don't have to care. And so you being aloof comes across as very, it's like, it's not just disrespectful. It's like, he sees you as like exploitative and like happy to do it. And, that's why it reads so bad to him. What
do you think would happen in the world where I showed you that the React money and all the React stuff that I get out of that React is like maybe 1.2% of my overall income, and that I could get rid of it overnight and it wouldn't make a difference?
I feel like that would just make people even more upset. Because they'd be like, well, then why do
it? Yeah, because then it's like such a non-issue. Why even cling on to it? And also 1% of your revenue, in fairness, is probably more than these YouTubers make in a month.
Well, because I want to. Well, because I want to. Right? And it's why I said I was always willing to compensate people, every single one of them, if it was a problem, except it wasn't a problem. It's one that they made it exist.
But like, you're the person determining if there's a problem. Like you're in that position, and you know, as far as I know, have you compensated anyone for reaction content?
Absolutely. Wait, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? I didn't get to debate that over there. You know that out of every stream you're gonna get, right? I'm like the worst person to come after on that particular topic. We take measures that are 20 times any other reactions out there. It is by a absolute landslide. It doesn't even come close, right? And so why I had all the stuff ready to go. I had all the slides, the emails, the combos. These are things that Hassan or anybody else that reacts a lot doesn't have. You understand? Does that make sense?
Did you release this stuff publicly?
Well, why would I?
Well, to show people that they're wrong.
Well, but that's why I did the debate, right?
Well, yeah, but the debate is just like interpersonal. Like you say one thing, he says something. Like I feel like if you made like a substantive video showing how like your reaction content in particular is ethical compared to others, then that would probably have a big, way in your argument's favor. No.
Well, I mean, we kind of got there, and he pulled out some stats, and he deliberately didn't understand it because he has no stat understanding. He has, I guess, no.
I feel like that debate was very disorganized, and just kind of like.
Well, I mean, he pulled a little graph that's like the simplest thing to understand, and he just kind of understood backwards. Like I think at that point we're not gonna really be able to debate stats if he doesn't get that.
Well, I mean, even if you're not debating him, like you could just make a video, like.
Yeah, but there again, that would mean that I have to do something and not just fucking sit there and react. It's kind of high effort, so I'm not doing that.
Okay, buddy. All right,
No, literally, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing all that. Like, this is literally the meme. I ain't doing all that. I literally am not doing all that. But
Okay.
but it's why I don't mind like tanking the hate, because at the end of the day, nobody's actually hurt. If they were, we would have gotten DMs from it. We've got strikes, claims, except we've got none of those because nobody actually cares. Literally, it's a problem that they created from thin air. The problem that you think
I think
you're
they
mad
do
about.
care. I think the problem with like a strike or a claim is it's kind of seen as like a big no-no in terms of like the YouTube stuff. Like it's kind of seen as like interpersonally, it's kind of a place you don't want to go, even if someone did with you and like making a reaction video. And the other problem is like I think there's a fear from YouTubers where let's say they do strike someone like you, they don't want it to go all the way to court because in court it's tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of dollars in legal costs. I know Ethan in particular, he got sued. He posted about how much money it costs him. Like, it's a lot of money. And then even if you do win, it's like, well, maybe you got a little bit of money from that.
Bro, I'm giving about that argument you just did. This is like that gave me a headache. Like, this like, oh, well, I'm not going to take a winning fight because of all these things like what?
I mean,
what?
Okay, what do you mean all these
bullshit.
things? It's
What
not victim,
cringe.
Andy.
It's some
It's because
bullshit.
you could never
I'm not
be a
gonna pick the
victim because you're a
fight because-
multi-millionaire.
Bro,
This would never be an issue for you in particular. But for other people who have less money, it could be.
Okay, they could make a claim for free.
Yes, but the issue is that if they make that claim and then you dispute it, then it becomes a legal entanglement where they have to take you to court.
And out of maybe 4,000 hours of watched content, has that ever happened once? It hasn't. So it seems like you're making a problem out of thin air.
So are you saying like you would never, if someone claimed your stuff, you would never dispute it? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, I'm saying if there's a claim somebody's upset about, I will find a resolution way before I would even get to courts.
So for what I understand, I think Vince Vintage messaged you requesting some money. You probably remember him. Did he get paid out? I have no idea.
Oh, shit. That guy. I'm glad you brought that guy up.
Okay.
It is crazy how much like you can debunk something and people won't give a at all about like the actual context behind it. About how one video to the other was the same from like Miz to mine. And it's been like a massive like deliberate effort to kind of like play the part based on what was going on. And he was saying, "Oh, dude, I didn't do it initially because I didn't want to deal with Twitter drama." As he's creating a Twitter drama for himself simultaneously, and I'm like, "Bro, you just the guy."
Well, maybe at the time he didn't want to cause Twitter drama because he thought that nobody would be on his side and there would be no ultimate like resolution to that conflict. But now that someone like Ethan's speaking about it, he has an opportunity to get it in front of your eyes and actually get you to perhaps
so
walk
what you're
back.
saying is that it's not about doing the right thing. It's about waiting for it to have a more likely outcome that favors you, pretty much. So you're saying it's like being a.
Could it not be both?
So what you're saying is that you're being a.
I haven't said anything about you. I haven't tried to claim any of your videos. I don't care if people react to my stuff. I'm just saying from his perspective. Obviously, like if he doesn't think there's
yes, I agree with what you're saying.
Picking your battles is very important. No,
I disagree entirely. It shows that it's the biggest play of character to take the battle when it matters the most, regardless what is your predicted outcome. It shows a display of character. When you only take fights when you know you're gonna win them, you are and that's a problem.
But I don't think he's ever known he was going to win any fight. I thought he just thought it might turn out in his favor a little better if he had someone bigger like Ethan talking about it. And Ethan's someone who could actually get your attention. Do you think if Vince Vintage had tweeted about you in a vacuum and just like gotten like 500 likes, would you have responded to him?
Wait, but I don't even answer the question, because the answer is we've done that to other people in the past before.
What do you mean? Like, you've done what?
We've dealt with a problem before when we're raised the problem in front of us without making, oh no, Twitter drama. I don't give a I like watching videos, and if I look weak on the internet, I don't give a if we can make the problem disappear with a solution. I find a problem. So
what you mean is, in the past, when someone's raised an issue, you've messaged them and been like, hey, here's some money, or let's work this out. Is that what you're saying you've done?
Yes, it's the same way that I told you.
So are you just unwilling to do this with Vince now because of his approach, basically? Like, because I don't know, you see him as disingenuous?
That's what I said. I greenlit all of my editors, the people that deal with all my emails and with my own emails. I told them they could resolve the decision and have whatever they wanted to do. I didn't do a follow-up on it. I didn't look upon it. I'm sure they found a resolution, because has there been made any more tweets? Has there been any issues that have been brought up? Has anything else that's come up? No, there hasn't. Otherwise, you'd be talking about it. It seems like, again, people are making problems out of thin air, and they're assuming the worst because it fits their narrative and it fits their story. That's what I'm trying to get at. And nobody cares about if there's an actual problem. It's all about how it'll look and how to make them look, right? Because has there been a problem with people like that? Has somebody gotten rolled and somebody poor, somebody lost opportunities because of all this? I'm sure if it was a problem, they would have talked about something somewhere, but nobody has said anything, because it isn't a problem.
But they did say something. Like, people did start a whole thing about this. That's why you got in the call with Ethan.
Oh, that's incorrect. I just did it because I want some drama.
But like, the reason that conversation happened is because like a conversation about that became a big thing, and it started because you reacted to a Lemino video.
No. I actually, legitimately, no. I talked to Lemino off stream in DMs. Lemino did not voice a problem about me reacting. It was an original gamer or something like that. Said, this guy just stole the condom, blah, blah, blah. Lemino didn't give a I talked to Lemino. So, are you Lemino?
So I understand from Lemino's perspective, he doesn't have an issue. I'm saying someone like Vince did make a video that I guess you did react to, and he did have an issue. And as far as the Mizkif comparison, I think what he specifically said about that is that people like Miz and Hassan shout him out, promote his channel, say, go sub to this guy. And I think what he's saying is that you didn't do that. Now, I could be wrong. Did you do that for Vince to say?
Actually, nobody did that on either end, quite literally. See, it seems like the goalpost moves every quarter of a second, and it's like it's never ending. Nobody has a problem. Literally, nobody has a problem. And if people do have a problem, I'm open ears. See, you're making a whole debate about this, but I think that didn't happen based on assumptions. And I think I remember this, I think I remember that. But it seems like you're wrong across the board.
How am I wrong across the board? I actually have a tweet of Vince Vintage saying, I love seeing big streamers reacting to my videos. Clouding you from watching my video equals fair exchange. When a streamer has nothing to say, then re-uploads the reaction to their YouTube channel. That's the problem. That's what this guy said. And he has a video linked as well where Hassan's saying go sub to this guy like him. And I think he has another video that I've seen where Mizkif says something to the effect of like, oh, this guy makes amazing videos. I love his animations. Go sub to him. Go check him out. Like, I think what he's saying is like, he's happy to take the reaction if there's some promo involved, in which case like the YouTuber's gaining some sort of audience off that interaction.
So what we're saying is that there is a concern on one facet of React content that can literally be fixed with a, hey man, could you do this? And since we're after the fact, I was damaged by this, could you do this? And I could say, yeah, we could absolutely do that. I'm sorry about that. I'll do better next time. And we could end the problem. Except that wasn't the problem until somebody made a problem from thin air and said, jump on the bandwagon after other people that aren't part of the problem jumped on the bandwagon as well. And the whole thing was based off of a non-issue. That's the problem. And you seem to, it's hard to convince you of that. Even though I'm telling you, I have like multiple thousands hours of content uploaded from other people's content, and not a singular complaint is still public out there.
Do you think those thousands of hours of content led people to believe that maybe you would be unwilling to change because it's such a big precedent for you that a lot of your content is reacting to stuff?
Wait, hold on. Wait. I
don't think he has to. I'm just curious, I guess.
Let me clean this argument up a little bit, okay? So I think because despite how he represents the argument, I do largely agree with what xQc is saying. Well, I don't think I think he has trouble enunciating it. But here's a couple of the issues. So one issue is that it feels like the arguments move around a lot for what people actually care about. Like, sometimes as a streamer, as we defend our properties, we're like shadow boxing with 7 different arguments. Sometimes it feels like some people are saying don't react at all, that's unethical. Other people are saying you can react, but you have to give good reactions. Others are saying you can react and not give good reactions, but at least you have to shout us out. Other people are saying, well, you can do this, but you need to get permission first. Other people are saying, well, you can do this, but you also have to pay money. And so it's like, it feels like there's not a coherent ask sometimes from people, which is one part of the problem. And then the second part of the problem is it feels like people don't care until somebody kind of makes a big stink about it. And now it's kind of like the thing, and now everybody cares. So I think with X and that Vince guy, now this is my recollection and I could totally be wrong. So feel free to, if you've seen other tweets, correct me if I'm wrong. It sounds like that Vince guy was super on Mizkif's side for a lot of things. He liked streamers reacting to his stuff. He didn't seem to have anything bad to say about it until I think it was Mudahar that first made the reaction video, or somebody first made it.
It was him, yeah.
And then all of a sudden a bunch of people were like, oh, this is actually horrible. And not only was it a bad thing, now it was like a really big deal. And it almost felt like we were in this world where you kind of had these like streamers that were running Gotham City, and all of these YouTubers were like these poor homeless people that were being forced out of their jobs by evil React streamers. So the scale of everything seemed messed up. The actual complaints were hard to nail down, and it felt like people were changing their mind based on, you know, what videos were popular at the time. I think that was the big frustration for streamers at that point.
So just to lay out my opinion, like my genuine opinion, because I'm playing devil's advocate a little bit here.
Yeah.
My perspective.
But at the end of the day, why do you care so much? Like, what does it have to do with you? Why do you feel
It's an interesting conversation. I'm a YouTuber.
Yeah, I mean, he's making a YouTuber.
So you don't think you rip off other people's content? There's never been one time where you've ever done anything like this. The only reason people are mad at him for it is because he's successful, and that's literally all it is. People hate because people are successful.
So for the record, I don't think that's the only reason, because there's a lot of successful people. There's a lot of successful people who are not hated, and they don't do React content. Okay, X is hated. He does do React content. My genuine opinion, I used to be, when I was a smaller channel, I used to like mauled at like React streamers. And I think that my genuine opinion on it at the end of the day is like, it's bad content, but I don't really care. My opinion used to be like, it's stealing, it steals views. Genuinely, my opinion now is like, it probably doesn't steal views. Maybe if it's a reaction that's uploaded within the first like day of the video's viewership, maybe it will siphon some views away. But overall, like big sort of picture, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think the content is, but X, I think you know that. I don't think you really care about that, so I don't think it's a really big deal for you. You said yourself you don't want to do, you know, high effort stuff, and that's whatever. Obviously, it doesn't stand to benefit you to change your content in any way. That being said, I think if you're a smaller content creator, if you're not a Let Me Know, if you're someone like me and you're a smaller content creator, who, if you're not like me,
wait. Did you say if you're someone like me and you're a smaller content creator?
No. If you're someone who's not like me and you're smaller, who's not like me, you're a smaller content creator. If you're not really making money off your videos and a streamer reacts and you see him making a bunch of money off of it, I understand the frustration and anger that comes with that, and I get why they, you know, get kind of peeved about the fact that someone just watches their video, doesn't say anything, and they make a bunch of money off of it. And so I understand that basic frustration. I don't really care at the end of the day. I actually got for my audience because I was like, I don't think it's that big of an issue. For a streamer to react to a video. I don't give a shit, but I also like Vince, and I don't think he's coming from a disingenuous place, basically.
Okay. Well, my opinion is that when there's an interaction, right, between party A and B, and they're both chill about it, opinion of C is something that is so irrelevant. I don't want to see it, hear it. It is from left field, and to act like you can dictate the interaction between A and B, and what the nature of it, the result from it, the damage of it, your opinion on it is air. It's worth nothing. And the fact that you think that it's worth something is quite appalling. I think it says a lot about everybody else. It says only something about C and nothing about A and B. Literally.
But we're in the entertainment industry. Like, people just talk about stuff publicly that happens.
Okay, bro. You gotta stop with these cop-out positions that you're taking.
How is that a cop-out?
Every position you've taken so far today are cop-outs.
Wait. Hold on. So I think an issue is that, like, so xQc brings up a fair point that it feels annoying that, like, a transaction between A and B is being commented on by C. So one of the things that I thought was kind of funny when this whole thing popped off is everybody on the internet had a really strong opinion about streamers reacting to Let Me Know's video. And I don't know if today he's ever made a public statement about it. If he did, I missed it. Yeah.
Like, can someone like Mudahar not just say, like, it's really content? Like,
no, hold on.
Content is relevant.
Yeah, they're not saying it's content. They're saying there's like a highly unethical, highly immoral action that's taking place. I think that's what people are upset about. But I think that the issue is
that's the major issue.
Yeah, that's the issue. But to Turkey's credit, and xQc laughed this off before, but it's not necessarily the case. It could be that there are YouTubers that are uncomfortable with it, but they're waiting for a bigger person to step up because they don't want to be the face of fighting like these massive streamer fan bases, and they don't want to catch all the flack for that, so they just don't say.
They don't want the subreddit post. They don't want the big tweet like Think about it. If you have like 1,000 subscribers, let's say you do, right? And let's say you make videos and you're trying to succeed on YouTube, and then thinks you have a bad take. I'm not saying you don't have a right to on him if you think he's wrong. You can absolutely do that. You can say it's behavior, but like, do you want like one of your earliest sort of career defining moments to be like a tweet with 30,000 likes calling you or like a big subreddit post calling you an idiot?
You're right about that. You're right about that. And you forgot me because this comes from me. Because I'm a goblin that sits behind the computer all day, right? Have you ever thought that some conclusions and some problems are better handled when you talk to the person directly and say, hey man, this kind of sucks. Can we stop doing that? Can we do better than that? And we talk person to person through either an email or a DM, and we don't have to make a tweet about it like some, because the public opinion isn't always the best option. That's why often enough, people don't even reach out privately. They go straight publicly because their sucks, right? And it's like, some of the problems that I had before, like with Chris Arts, which was my first and I think only person that mentioned the problem, we fixed it and they never emailed me ever again. Why? Because we adapted to the landscape of that particular person's demand, and we even asked if they did something that you damaged, they want something for, and said no, and we just moved on, and everybody's happy. But your take on their happiness and our interaction is irrelevant. Yet most of it happens privately, like it should.
So what do you think about like Ethan's take? Do you think he's being like disingenuous with how he feels?
I think in a lot of ways, people live in a world where they are people who take a hammer, bring it to the quarry, right? Hammer at the rock, right? For hours on end, and sell it for $1 for somebody to tap it once, right? And sell a sculpture for $60 that they spent 10 seconds making it. And what it causes is causing them to be absolutely mauled. Well, maybe that's just how the market is. You want to be somebody who goes to the quarry and gets the raw materials. You want to be the guy who makes it into a sculpture, right? Both have their pros and cons. One is more lucrative than the other, right? But you're getting mad at that ecosystem doesn't change anything for anybody. You're just being literally. You're that mad. So
you think it's just jealousy?
Become an artist,
envy.
but instead you're just the guy with the hammer, and that's just how it is.
So you think it's just like pure jealousy, envy, spite?
That's exactly what it is. That's literally that's literally what it is.
Okay.
Thanks
well,
for your input, Mac.
Kelly, Kelly, don't start.
I need people to know that this is not me that's going and laughing in the background. Right?
Yeah, what the f are you doing? Are you gonna just mute yourself? You're just gonna fart and snicker in the microphone. Come on, say something.
Fart and snicker in the microphone. That's interesting. I was actually trying to, come into the conversation and have an opinion and actually be normal for once, and this is what happens. All right.
Where's the opinion? Where's the
okay?
input?
All right.
Well, I didn't want to interject. Kelly, what is your?
Here's your big chance.
Shut up.
Why do you not like me? It makes no sense. I literally have not done anything wrong to you. Why do you not like me?
How about let them finish their conversation? And
then we'll talk about it. But all right, let the men talk, and then we'll talk. All right.
I'm done. I said everything I wanted to say. I think I made my.
Good job. You gonna have material for your next video, for your next hit piece?
Yeah, exactly, buddy. You're all getting canceled. What do you want to say, Merc? Off to Perk.
Wait, did you have anything?
I'm actually interested to hear any kind of argument in any of this, because I feel this is very straightforward. I think this understands it. If Destiny was gonna crush me on this, he would, right?
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like Destiny also agrees with your opinion, though. No.
True, because it's the right opinion, obviously.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, I don't have like a big differing opinion, but I also I think your performance in that conversation with Ethan was like.
I mean, he called him bald and then did the worm. But just because he's bad at debating. Why are you interrupting me? Shut the fuck up. I didn't say it wasn't funny. I'm just saying that's not how people debate well, is it?
Okay, no.
It made people talk, okay? And it printed some fucking cold, hard fucking cash, okay? And at the end of the day, that's kind of what matters in all this, right? Because all they care about is the money, right? All they care about is because I don't care that much about that portion of the money. But since everybody cares about, right? Then sure, yeah, it did print some cold cash. So there you go. There you have it now. You happy now? It's all about money. See, it's what I hate about these discussions. If you want to make it all about money, we can do that, right? But it gets even stupider. So I wish you will let it devolve into discussion. It isn't just about money. So I said it last time. Why do I react? Because I enjoy it, right? If I lost every bit of dollar of these React video income, it wouldn't affect me. And that speaks volumes, I think, in the fact that I do it because I enjoy it, and that's what matters to me, right? You get that?
I got it.
I understand that.
I think Turkey. One of the things that I said that and again, XQC saying it in other words, but I feel like there's a kind of like a trend online where people like to on influencers. And like streamers and stuff, and I feel like it's just a hate wagon where people are just upsetty spaghetti at like streamers who admittedly I think you can be upsetty spaghetti at, because we have like literally the easiest jobs and we print money doing all sitting at our computers.
But it's not easy. It's just harder in a different way.
It's harder.
No,
in a
it
different
is.
way.
It is easy.
It is
And
harder
that's
in a way,
okay.
but like comparatively speaking, it's the level of preparation is very low. The level of effort into the content is very low.
But that's not fair because so let's take. I don't want to make this about me, but I think I have like a right to talk about this. Kelly, get off my please. Anyway, the point being, I feel like people are like, oh, they have money. It's so easy. They have these houses. They have these cars. Just starting out on Kick and doing what I'm doing, I've already realized that it's not easy. One, I work a full-time job.
Wait. I agree with you that it's hard. Streaming can have its difficulties. I'm just saying that the reward is way different. So, for instance, every single difficult thing that you just said is true. Now, imagine all of that extra time instead of going into streaming goes into making a 2-minute animation that takes you 2 months to do. That's uploaded to YouTube and then gets like 150 views, right?
The actual process of streaming, like I agree, like there's a lot of time that needs to be put into it. It takes years to build up. Like even at that point, like there's a little bit of luck involved. You have to meet the right people. You have to do the right things. Like, and even at that, some people just don't have it. You know, some people have it, some people don't have it. Clearly, X has it. Some
Why
people
are you? That's literally like a hateful statement. Clearly, X has it. You sound like you're literally hating on him. You're literally jealous of him. That's exactly what it is. I can tell it by.
What are you talking about? I just said he's successful.
Yeah, he's just saying that like X has like the charisma needed to be a goblin streamer or whatever, right? If you're a good streamer, you make it. Yeah, you get the charisma.
But it takes more than that. It takes like connecting.
No, I agree, and I just said that. I just spent 30 seconds talking about that. Then I said, and there's also like a little bit of a charisma / appeal factor that.
And you say the rewards are different, but you got to say we take someone like him at his level. Yes, the rewards are great, but also you got to think about the risks. Doxing, stalkings, girls who are after your money. Like there's so many other risks that normal people don't have to go through that makes him to be deserving.
Yeah, normal people, a lot of as far as deserving, like that's just whatever the market dictates. Like if you have a job and you make money doing it, and you make a certain amount of money, that's not what I said. He definitely
Why
if you
are
have
you
a job,
sitting here talking about him like he's not here? This is so weird.
Well, I mean, I feel advice about it. Listen, I'm great at analogies, okay? I'm also terrible at it. But one thing is, it's like this, okay? I get it. It's like an oil refinery, okay? It can take a long time building the technology, making it, installing it, finding where to dig, where to put it, all the equipment and the staff, right? The actual action of pressing the button to suck the oil out when you have everything in place is incredibly easy. Yes, right? But it's the building the machine that took a lot of time. I think both of those have value in their own respect. Does that make sense?
I totally agree with you, and I don't think there's anything wrong with making money in an easy way. And I also don't think there's anything wrong with. And okay. Shut the f up. Just let me say my point. Let me talk. Yes, I'm going to yell at you because you're saying things that I'm not saying. You're making. You are. I don't give a. I don't give a. Okay. I will get canceled. Okay. You're autistic. Maybe you're on the spectrum, and you're also retarded, and that's what you deserve to be called. Okay.
Let him finish his statement. Stop. Let him finish his statement. Go ahead, Turkey Tom.
Okay. What I'm saying is there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Okay, there's absolutely nothing wrong with having an easy job, and I also respect the fact there's a lot of stuff that goes into streaming that a lot of people don't see. Okay, there's a lot of stuff that goes into it that people just they'll never get because they're not streamers, and undoubtedly, like X definitely absolutely no life his way to the top. He streams a lot, from what I understand, and that's cool. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with like becoming. Why are you making these noises? What is going on?
Because
Are you him or something?
Maybe it is because I'm glazing him right now. I don't give a fuck. But it's like you guys come for people like this, like, and it's not just xQc. It's so many people.
How am I coming for him?
And judge how they get their money. You guys pocket watch.
I'm a YouTuber. How am I pocket watching?
Okay, then go back to fucking YouTube. Get off Discord. Stop judging people for what you don't have.
How am I judging it?
That's what it is.
How am I jealous?
That's what it is.
What am I jealous of? How have I expressed my jealousy?
If you're not jealous, then leave.
Okay, you can't tell him to come and just leave.
If I'm not jealous, then leave?
Because you say you don't.
If you're not a dumb, get the out of this call.
Hey, I'm a dumb and I accept that.
Okay. I have expressed. I have not expressed even a single opinion you actually disagree with. You are making up problems in your head for how I'm wrong.
Okay, and here comes the subtle misogyny. Keep going.
Yes, it's not subtle. It's blatant. Okay, you're a dumb.
Oh, Kelly. Of course, Kelly.
Schizophrenic. That is gender neutral.
Okay, yeah, I'm schizo. Schizo posting. Yep, that's me.
That is you. Yes, that is you. You say it ironically. That is you.
What's
Get in the padded cell.
People want to talk about me on the internet, but know nothing about me in real life, and I guarantee.
I don't want to know you in real life. You probably get sucked into a black hole of misery.
And that's the problem because you don't know me. You guys take this internet so serious when in reality everyone is trolling. The internet's not real. You just need
why are you getting mad online, bro? Why are you getting mad online?
Because I'm tired of people like you. And you know what?
So you take it seriously. You're mad.
Yeah, I take it seriously, and I should because people like
you're coping.
You. Yeah, I am. I'm autistic, so yeah, I am spurging. Go ahead, get canceled, bro. Whatever. Dude. Like.
Okay, it's whatever.
You made up your mind that you're right, and you won't even listen and understand where I'm coming from. Because it's all in.
You literally responded to me in anger, and I said I agree with what you're saying. There's nothing wrong with that. And then you just get angry again. You're saying, no, but it's because of
so
and I'm like,
an
no,
angry
but
black woman now. Crazy. All right, keep going.
are you black?
I'm half black. Is that an issue?
Well, I guess you're an angry, half black autistic woman, and I'm calling you retarded.
You know
so.
what? I'm comfortable with the truth, and I don't get angry at it, and that is the truth. So there you go.
Okay, well, there you go. W Riz.
And yeah, what's your truth? You're an incel virgin.
Oh, careful on the words there.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
saying
an
just be careful.
I'm an incel virgin. True.
Sorry. Anyway,
That's true.
continue. By the way, never mind.
I don't remember where we were, to be honest.
I'm just listening. But I just feel like I wish we got more voices from the people that are defrauded by these things, right? That are victims of these things, right? So I could actually understand it because I'm not only am I already receptive to a lot of the problems and work on solutions with people, right? I'm always open ears and looking, quite literally. And I have my editors, both of them, on different emails that are just ready to shoot whatever they have at me that comes at them so we can fix it, literally. And I've always said this, and I don't understand, like, what is the actual problem? Because even to this day, we have not come to the conclusion of what is the actual problem. Because at the end of the day, there isn't any fucking problem. There is no problem. The problem is the mother suckers that are coming in between the interaction that are like trying to save the world. It's like savior complex. You're not saying shit. Save your own career. Talk about something else, dumb fuck. How hard is that to understand? Save your own career. That's it. And I don't know why it's like I have to debate this. I shouldn't have to.
You don't have to. And honestly, like, everyone is expecting of an answer, and I go through this. Everyone's like, well, you say this on the internet, you do this on the internet. Yeah, for content, it's funny. And then the minute I turn my camera off, I go around and live my life like normal, and then I come back to do it once I'm ready to come back and turn the camera on. People take this way too serious, and everyone wants a answer, but in reality, they need to be searching for their own answers.
So, Merc, if you say something online, do you not think people can criticize you for that?
No,
like,
most definitely you can. But whenever you choose not to entertain that energy, or choose not to like take on their emotions and they get mad, that's their problem.
But isn't when you say something outrageous, isn't the thing you want to get like some kind of reaction or debate?
I mean, yes. Oh my. Okay.
Sorry.
This guy's like 16,000 decibels too high, bro. This guy's like Lacari on cocaine. Let me turn him down.
You got server muted, so good luck, Evil.
Okay. Anyway, Merc, do you have a channel? What's your channel name?
My channel name is Merc Off the Perk.
Sorry, I'm not laughing. I'm just coughing because I'm sick.
No, it's a funny name. You can laugh. It's supposed to be funny.
I'm really sick.
I can't seem to find your channel.
Hey, I'm sick too, dude. I'm sick too.
Merc Off the Perk.
I'm sick. Never mind.
I just want to let everyone know this is Tiny's fault. All right, this is entirely.
How many
Everything
subscribers do you have?
fault.
Am I being trolled?
How many subscribers do I have? Why does that matter? Why does that validate my opinion?
I'm not saying it does. I'm just trying to find.
Okay,
your
then why
channel,
did you
that's
ask?
all.
What does it matter?
Because I'm trying to make sure I get the right channel.
I have 553 subscribers. I have 2,969 followers. I have currently 1,155 views, and I've only been streaming for a month. So go ahead and degrade me and tell me I'm not successful.
I wasn't going to do that. I was just trying to
do it, Tom.
find your channel.
But everybody's so on edge.
I mean, I can turn my fucking camera on. Do you want me to just turn my camera on so you can make fun of how I look too? Because everyone loves to make fun of me how I look funny on the internet. And when in reality,
what is going on with you?
Listen,
I think you do give a. Is something going on at home?
No, you know, I'm letting it all out because I've been feeling this, and I feel like now is a good time to just let it all out. You know, just let's let our feelings out. Let's talk about our feelings.
Oh no, I'm not doing that. Trust me, I'm good on that. I can just chill here and talk about whatever about React content and whatnot. That's why I came here. I didn't come here for therapy, yo.
Oh. Well,
there
my
are some
bad.
things
Sorry.
I did want to talk about React.
I'm just saying. I didn't come here for therapy. I'm just saying.
I'm really not
we don't
confident
have
that
to
I'll be able to
do
get an argument out with certain characters in here, so I don't know.
Pretty sure he just wanted to talk about conspiracy theories. And
There we
now
go.
we're here.
Hey. Yeah.
Okay,
Anyway.
there are certain arguments about React content that I like haven't heard addressed, and I really want to hear Destiny, Tom, and xQc's take on it.
Gotcha. Here it comes.
So,
Here it comes.
well, the argument would be that like the entire conventions of fair use is one that upholds like a system that rewards people for being able to create media that a certain bar of originality, and then it protects them from other people trying to encroach on that like originality. It's like an entire system that's meant to just say, okay, you can make a living making media, and one of the things that artists need to be able to make a living off of creating stuff is that like what they create is going to be protected, you know. And then fair use is a cutout that says, okay, you can use other people's works so long as you're also contributing beyond a certain bar of originality. And like my understanding of how this hurts people, it doesn't necessarily hurt exactly the person whose video that you're reacting to, but you are taking views away from other channels that are producing original works.
Yes.
Might otherwise
I'm gonna stop you right there because so now we did the morality aspect, we did the social aspect, now we're going to the legal aspect, which is the most boring one.
No, this is morality.
No, that's legality.
Has anyone ever proven the taken of views? Has anyone proven this, or is it just conceptual?
You made a legal basis in order to propel a
wait, real quick.
Semi-hybrid morality argument.
Just so that we're all on the same page. So the moral argument he's making is that in any society where creative people can create creative works, we would want to be able to protect their creative works from other people stealing it, so that we can incentivize them. So, what that looks like codified in law is a separate argument, but morally, he's saying we ought not encroach on other people's creative works.
Yes. Yeah. So here's another analogy, like the one I gave you earlier about the oil refinery. Okay, I come out at night. Okay, I come out at night. And I pull your garden hose, okay, inside your house. I water your a little bit, and I steal a bit of water, okay. And at the end of the day, in this world we're talking about, it doesn't cost you anything, right? So you have your water a little bit, right? And I get water from your garden hose. That's kind of cool, right? And then you're the neighbor. You pull out one night with a 12-gauge shotgun. And you blast me in the face. Oh. Boom! No, you're not gonna do that. Like, okay. Well,
okay. I think I'd like to hear from Destiny on this.
How do you know that the person is not okay?
Maybe
with
Tom.
How do you know that the person isn't okay with, or doesn't know that this whole interaction is happening? How do you know? One, you don't, right? And two, you're making assumptions because you have a savior complex because you're a
gun down. Water stealers. That's what
so
I
wait, he's making the stealing cable argument, right? Where it's like if you steal cable from somebody they don't know, it doesn't matter if they're already paying.
No.
For it.
No.
That's not my
If
argument.
That's xQc's argument. Or what do you?
No, that's not my argument. I said if they do know, and they're okay with it, why do you have to make
it has nothing to do with the person whose content you might be taking, because you're right, it might benefit them, and in most situations it probably does.
So
but what you're doing is there's like a finite, people have a finite amount of time to spend on YouTube, and the assumption is that these people would be going to watch like created works that a certain bar of originality if they were not watching your reacts. So in this case, it might not be detrimenting the exact creator that you're reacting to content from, but it is detrimenting from a pool of creators that are creating original content that is like, they're not getting any views now. It's like you're sort of siphoning off all these views that would go to all these other different videos potentially, but they're all going to your video now.
Supreme, I think
understand that. So let me just first.
And it's subverting, it's undercutting the convention.
Yes. Now you're making a significant amount of algorithmic conclusions that you do not have the expertise to prove, and overall you're just muddying the waters with this shit. You have no idea how the algorithms work.
Listen,
you don't know.
I'm not coming for your throat, but there are things. I don't know why you're getting so upset. I'm really not coming for your throat.
I made a point that
I don't need data to prove. Listen, I don't need data to prove the validity of opportunity cost. We know that time is finite.
Yeah. Wait, real quick.
This guy's the timekeeper or something. What are you talking about?
Wait. Let me just, so we're all on the same page, okay? What he's saying, okay, is true that a person only has so many hours in the day. If a person goes on YouTube and they spend 6 hours consuming content, that if people are doing React content on YouTube, now React content is part of the pool that's drawing from the limited amount of time that person has to consume content. So is society better where we've got people that are consuming React content as part of their daily diet when they could be consuming all original content instead? That's the argument he's making.
Okay, yes. Then you would have to make a pretty good case, right? That people that are being served these videos, right, would have been served the other video instead, right?
Well, he's not. Wait. He's not saying, he's not comparing the React of stream A to stream A. He's comparing React as a pool of content to all the content. So he's not saying that, oh, well, if I wouldn't have uploaded my reaction to Ben Shapiro, they would have watched Ben Shapiro. He's saying that people are watching reactions instead of any original content, period. That's his argument.
People are watching instead of any content, period. Okay. Okay. How does that have any bearing on these interaction ecosystems at all? Like, how does that matter whatsoever? So, and they're saying, well, I think the people on TikTok should stop uploading dog because I might stumble on the video. I could have watched something interesting instead. Guys, I watched garbage TikTok twice in a row that had 2 views. It's their fault I didn't watch a documentary about something important instead. What a stupid, what a black plague argument.
Hold on. Okay.
What are you on about?
Hold on. Firstly, okay, bud, turn it the down, okay? Number one, okay? Number two, that exact argument is made by people. People will say, we spend so much time on our phones consuming TikTok and Reddit that we don't read books, or we can't even watch full movies anymore.
Who cares? People should just be able to enjoy what they want to enjoy.
Because if people are left to enjoy what they want, that might be sitting in an alleyway shooting yourself up with heroin until you die.
Okay, that has nothing to do with us.
It has nothing to do with us. You just made the argument people should be able to do what they want, but sometimes what people want can be bad if their dopamine systems are hijacked by other forms of content. For instance, shooting up heroin in an alley. If a guy was shooting up heroin in an alley and me and xQc walked by having this argument, would you say, and we were like, oh wow, look at that druggie, and xQc's like, we should be able to do what they want, would you walk by and defend that argument? No. Right? Just because...
The alleyway, instead of being an alleyway, okay, it's somebody flying in space that has literally billions of things literally at their fingertips. They can do anything else. They're saying that they're forced to do this. Oh no, you are forced to watch it. Actually reacts to dog when he falls asleep. When oh my god, he could have done something better instead. Dude, it's right next to them. Don't act like it's like foreign or like in some other entire dimension. Like, you guys act like you're like the timekeeper. You have to save people from like wasting their time. People are already wasting their lives away on online content, watching complete dog. Don't act like one dog better than the other. It's all.
That has nothing to do with my argument.
Yeah. And when you sit there and you basically, when you say, well, I think it's garbage content. I think your entire.
I never said that.
You did. I think your shit is fucking sleep-ass shit. That's just sleep aid for my grandma. That's why I think about it.
I never said that it was garbage. I'm sitting here and I listen to Destiny do react content all day.
I think it's bad content. I think your sucks too.
I never said that.
It's all dog. You did that.
I'm sorry. This is an argument you.
Okay, so I think the argument that Supreme is making is that there's a limited amount of attention to go around, and there's a limited amount of time that somebody can conceivably watch videos in a given day. So what his argument is, to Steelman his argument is that by you posting, let's say, a reaction video on YouTube to some video essay, his argument is that you were taking away views that could go to an original video essay or that original or another original video essay by posting that content. That's what his argument is, basically.
However you feel about the quality. Hold on. I feel like this needs to be clarified because xQc is argued against somebody else in this conversation. I guess
anti-react Andy's also on the same show.
You can't even speak English, so shut up, bro.
You're both drones.
I think I'd like to hear either.
Nobody cares what you got to say, okay? Let Supreme say his thing. No.
I think you understand my argument, and I think Destiny understands my argument. I'd just rather hear you.
Wait, hold on. One at a time. Wicked, Supreme, then Merc. Okay, go.
Okay, I think you, Destiny, understand my argument. I think Tom understands my argument. I would just rather hear you guys address it.
Yeah, because you just want to me and you're angry that I turned you down.
Nobody wants to you, okay?
All right, turn
it down.
Anyway, okay,
turn it down.
Can I ask my question now? Wait, what? Okay, Felix, would you say that you are not the only person who is, and I'm not saying you are because I don't give a I don't really watch your content.
Thank God.
Hey, no, you're funny. I like you for other reasons. I mean, I don't like you, like I don't know you, but like I like you for other reasons. What I'm trying to say is, would you stop laughing, bro? Would you say that you are not the only person who steals content, even though I'm not saying you steal content? Would you say you're not the only one who does it?
I'd like to. I'm not the only one. Yes,
you are not the only one.
I'd like to say I'm on in the top 1% of the considerate ones, but people don't see me that way because of people.
Okay, so you're not the only one who does it. So why do people care that it's you? Like, why they could do it to small streamers? Because like small streamers are easily accessible, especially with Kick, like a platform like this. I can't tell you how many people I know on this platform that literally just stream movies or stream other people's content, and people are gonna call me hypocritical. But wait, I have a formula. All right, people will stream videos and like just watch it or watch other people's streams, even though like they are streaming. Like it's really weird, really meta. But I've come up with a formula. So the way it's not hypocritical is when I'm watching a person's video, right? You see the name of the creator, you see the title of the creator, you see how many subscribers that person has, you see how many followers that person has, like you see all the information. So even though I'm streaming that content, my viewers can make the conscious decision because I'm not responsible for my viewers. They are adults, they know that they have the right to make a decision. They make the conscious decision to go then and watch that creator and then maybe even stumble across more of their fucking videos. So in a way, we are doing them a favor. We're giving them exposure.
Yeah, so I usually don't push this argument for the sole reason that people are gonna make the artists paid in exposure type shit, and I'm gonna yoink your shit. I like to just say most of the time that people that watch me, if I watch something, there's a significant chance they would have never watched it that we're watching, and if it was on their own, and I forced the video we're watching on their screen on their own, they wouldn't even watch it, even though I forced it on their screen. They would actually close out of it. Right? No, but they're watching it because of the value of the community, and it has transformative effects that are a little bit subtle, yet very significant, and user experience. It's why it makes a product that's worth consuming, yet the whole world tries to act like they don't understand it, because maybe they actually don't, what value it brings to that consumer, what kind of product they're getting, because they don't get it, because they live in the cave ages, and they need to be quiet. They don't understand any of it. And it's why I usually, most of the time when I'm writing about these topics, I'll talk about it, because they're brain dead. I'm not gonna explain something. I'm out here, I'll make it about money again. I'm the one benefiting. I'm benefiting from all these systems. What the f would I spend my entire life explaining to them when they're the one that are losing from it? I'm not gonna bother doing that. They're freaking stupid, and they're losing. So what the fuck do I care? That's the main problem, is that they don't actually understand the value in it, right?
It doesn't matter what the value. There could be things that aren't moral that are valuable to the consumer.
We're arguing in circles.
Well, like somebody selling pirated DVDs is valuable to the person selling them and to the consumer if it's cheaper than the retail product, right? Like that's not the only way we measure this. We have to look at the guarantees that are in place to safeguard people's ability to make their living off of things. And we've decided that the fairest way to do that is that like the media that they produce surpasses a certain bar of originality.
Yes.
And that's going to be protected.
Except sometimes the pirated person actually enjoys this interaction, right? And you're coming out at the end of the line, at the finish line, you say, well, there's only so much plastic that can be used to make these CDs, guys. They could have made something else with this plastic. Like, what the f is wrong with you? The actual materials timekeeper, dude. I don't know why you guys are coming to this interaction out of left.
Okay, can I just hear Tom or Destiny address this, please? I'm not really
Why
interested
are you
in
on Destiny's talk so hard? It's crazy.
Because they understand
He's just
the
asking
argument,
for someone with a
and they probably
modicum of intelligence to talk about what's going on, and that would not include
So you're
you,
calling
unfortunately.
xQc unintelligent?
I'm calling you unintelligent.
engaging
xQc is marginally more
Yeah,
intelligent.
what he's saying is that I'm making too much sense in the real world, because these guys are living in a fantasy world, and he wants to touch something
Okay,
from
XQC is fine. XQC is fine. It's just the girl. Just the girl.
Oh, it's just a girl. Because I'm a girl. But yeah, I'm sitting here trying to actually.
I mean, it could be.
Could also be
It could be related to that. That may not be the only reason, but that could
I can't say
have some kind of cross section.
Okay.
Yeah, say it, Tom.
Okay.
Go hard.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, basically, I honestly, once again, I agree overall with X's argument. I think the ultimate response to Supreme would be like, well, shouldn't there be some amount of like responsibility on the viewers? Which Merck actually brought up, to her credit. The viewers themselves have to be responsible for what they watch. If they want to watch a video on its own, they're going to watch that. If they want to watch xQc react with his little face in the corner, they're going to watch that. And for whatever reason, even if his reaction is super small and like meaningless and like it doesn't really add much, if they choose to watch that, then that's their responsibility to watch that content.
Isn't that like saying that like in a piracy market, all of the responsibility rests on the consumers?
Well, this is not exactly the same because of piracy. As far as piracy, right? Piracy. If you buy pirated, let's say you buy a pirated DVD and it's $5, and the original DVD is $15. Okay. Well, when you buy that pirated DVD, the reason you're buying it is because it's cheaper. If you're watching xQc react to something, it's not like more convenient. It's not like it's not like better to watch for some reason. His face is just in the corner, and for whatever reason, some people ascribe a certain amount of appeal to him being in the corner.
Hold on, there are arguments for that. It is more convenient because they pay a subscription to xQc, so they don't get to they don't have to sit through ads, and they may not pay for a YouTube subscription or something like that.
Or you should pay for a YouTube subscription and spend your money better, I guess.
Or maybe they see the value in a chat experience and they need to foster and grow over time, right? And maybe that's a narrative you failed in the past because you don't understand its value. Because it's the core value, if not the only value any of these things have. The chat has a lot of value. You guys are missing the point entirely because of your own personal experience.
Yeah, the chat does have value.
Can I ask another question, please?
The argument doesn't stop with whether or not the consumers are provided value.
Hold on,
like the argument begins with whether or not this is subverting a structure that is meant to protect people's ability to make a living creating original works.
Can I ask a question?
I would honestly argue that I think more copyright enforcement in this way, more copyright enforcement would actually be bad for the internet overall, because I mean, I think the less copyright enforcement, the better overall. Even now it's frustrating to see music companies and labels have such a stranglehold over content. I think you should be able to use a song in a YouTube video essay, unlicensed, and just be able to do that and not suffer any repercussions or be claimed. I think you should be able to do that. And the reason why is because it's like a transformative use of that content.
Or a small portion of the revenue should go to the
Okay,
artist
xQc.
I disagree.
Can I ask a question now? Thank you. xQc, have you ever reacted to any of Titty Tom's?
Absolutely not.
Okay,
I don't think he has.
now let me offer a further question. Tommy boy, let's say xQc watched your video, didn't give you any credit, but you knew it was your video. How would you feel?
I personally have had that happen to me, not with him, but with like Jadion and stuff, and even Destiny. And shut the fuck up. I'm saying it right now. No, I'm not avoiding the question. I'm answering the question right now. You dumb Destiny, kick this dumb out of the call right now.
Now I'm a dumb
right
bitch
now.
Because I'm.
You always were. No, it's not now. It didn't start now.
You can't just demand that Destiny does stuff. All right, just do it.
I would not have a problem if xQc reacts to my video. If xQc reacts to my video, I would not have a problem.
Okay, conversation over. Debate over.
But the conversation's not over.
Question, because if he did it to you, you wouldn't have a problem. Therefore, you don't actually care. You're virtue signaling. That's exactly
how am I
what
virtue signaling?
Because if he did it to you, it would not be a problem. But because you're trying to like make it a whole thing, and everyone's trying to make it a whole thing.
How am I making it a whole thing?
If XQC watched any person, the person whose it was, they would be happy no matter what.
Can I not defend someone else if X is calling them disingenuous?
It is the value because he is who he is. He has clout. He has all of it, and that is why. Okay,
but I can personally not have an issue and other people can. And can I not argue in favor of them or say that they're not being disingenuous? Or can I not try to steal Man Supreme's arguments and he comes in here and makes his arguments? Can I not like try to faithfully interpret what he's saying?
Okay, but you just answered the question and literally that.
But it's not just about what I think. This is about like a greater internet discourse.
Because we're talking to you. You're putting in your opinion, so it does matter what you think because we're
right. And I just told you what I think, and I can also tell you what other people think, and I can talk about what Supreme thinks.
So you would say that that he's doing this, but yet you wouldn't care if he did it to you, and you'd actually.
I didn't even say that. I didn't say that.
You did. Okay.
Also, the entire premise of my argument is that it doesn't matter, like the actual, the content being reacted to, the original creator of that, it doesn't really matter how they feel about it. They're obviously, I think they're going to feel like it benefits them in most situations. But again, it's about subverting a structure that is meant to protect people, like artists, being able to make their living doing that work.
Okay. Then how would you feel if you agree with the other guy about his music take, right? Well, what about somebody who's making music and uploads it, right? Somewhere on the internet, puts a file up there on YouTube, and everybody uses this file, right? And they're all banking off of their reactive and transformative content. The guy is getting none of it. Isn't that guy kind of getting by the system? Or is he not? Or is he getting paid? Is he being paid in exposure?
In that case, you could say that individual is, yeah. It can be the case that you are taking views directly from the original creator, and maybe very rarely that's the case. I don't believe that's the case very often, but I do believe that does happen, but that's not really the substance of my argument. It's more that you're sort of like vacuuming up all these impressions and views that would otherwise be going to original works.
Can you
original works?
Could you prove that it would go to somebody else?
Well, the only alternative would be that people watching YouTube would just stop watching YouTube. If like Asmongold or XQC or whatever React stopped being uploaded to YouTube, would be able to stop watching completely.
Right. And I think the burden would be on you there. I feel like the assumption is so reasonable that these people would still be on YouTube watching something else. That I think the burden of proof would have to be shifted on you for saying that they would be leaving YouTube if you want.
So you're saying that we're creating an ecosystem where everybody reacts, and then there's no more original content. Nobody has passion to make real stuff because they're just going to get yoinked and making more money off of it.
Not necessarily. I'm not going that far. I'm just saying that like the amount of views that go towards like low effort React content is already substantial enough that like those views should be dispersed to like original works. And that like the popularity that React content already has, like especially on YouTube at this point, of like streamers just uploading, stuff that wouldn't clear fair use, is such that it is sort of creating a race to the bottom that everybody's trying to jump on the bandwagon of. And it does seem like there's a tug of war where like original creators are sort of becoming at odds, and the tension is rising. I think for good reason. And this is
wait a minute. I have to just kind of say it. It'll sound bold. It'll sound kind of cold, but. That actually says you though. That's like you have nothing to back that up with. The tension is rising. What does that even mean? It just seems like it's just like some sort of like Netflix documentary like intro segment. The tension is right. What tension? I haven't seen a single amount of tension rising from anywhere. What?
Well, okay, for one, the tension in your voice because this is a topic that you've had to grapple with over the past month. Like this is something that people keep
That's another thing. People get mad at people for getting upset when they have a right to get upset. Like everyone's like, oh, you can't get upset, you can't react, you can't feel it. We're humans. If someone was badgering me about something I do on the internet all the time, of course I'm gonna get angry because I want you guys to shut the fuck up.
Well, at the same time, I'm out of content, right? And if I can make the original content, I mean, this is as good as it gets for original content. We're talking about something, right? Are we talking about a topic?
That's not true.
Oh, wow. So this is not original content. What we're doing is not original content?
I don't think this is as good as it gets when it comes to original content.
Oh, it's still content, and people will still consume it.
I think this is original content.
So I still have a problem now. Now this is very clear. You are an internet content purist, which is the most dogged breed.
I wouldn't say that either.
There's nothing worse on the internet than a purist of content. It's the worst. Like people that say, guys, Jersey Shore isn't successful because I said so, because I don't like it because it's dodgy content. Well, you're a idiot. That shit's fucking bomb. This goes hard. It's complete bomb.
Bro.
I think at this point we need Destiny to explain my position. It has nothing to do with the quality of the content. It has to do with the conventions that allow people to make their living because we have systems that protect the originality of people's contributions.
But there's also a system in place where you can strike stuff if it's like gone beyond fair use.
The system, because people take advantage of that either way.
Yeah, but it's also like saying if the cops weren't around, then there would be no problem with stealing, right? Like, if nobody ever called the cops, then that means you didn't care if anybody stole from you.
A lot of things, a lot of times you guys say stealing, right? It's literally you saying that, right? The people that are being stolen from don't do they stealing it. Only you does, and you seem to have like this sort of like high competition of like, guys, it's stealing it, not because it is, because I said so. Even the person that's being stolen from doesn't say it's stealing. You're like some guy who's like. You're like living in your world. It's like some of the most schizo shit of all time.
Describing me as some guy, but you don't even understand my argument. You're just flailing for a counter.
That's not true. That's not true. I understand your argument. Your argument sucks.
It is
no.
true.
Your argument just sucks. I genuinely think I understand it. It's just bad.
Okay.
Am I allowed to say that?
I actually don't care to hear from you, so I don't know why you're talking.
Why are you in here? You're literally in here, but yet you don't want to hear from him. What are you?
I stated earlier, this is some. I could explain that because I said, Tom, Destiny. I've never heard this argument come up. I'd like to hear you weigh in on it.
Sorry.
Right. Well, go ahead.
Weasel Supreme being a weasel as usual.
Sorry, that was immature, and I can admit I was immature, but still, your opinion is.
I think the main problem. Okay, then go ahead. Get the opinion about. Okay. State your argument one last time, and I'll focus on it instead of getting some memes.
Hold on, wait. Can I say the argument?
Please.
Okay. Also, actually, you are hella triggered. Okay, so.
No, I'm not. I'm factorial. I'm enjoying factory.
First of all, this is not factorial.
Destiny, I trust that you understand the argument. I don't need to be here anymore.
When you guys say that I'm triggered, bro, I have to be honest with you guys. Okay, this to me is literal. It's like air. I don't know what you say.
Sure, no, I understand. The reason why I'm saying you're triggered is
I enjoy talking about it.
No, the reason why I'm saying you're triggered is
passionate and lively.
I understand.
Okay?
No, but
get a job.
It's not.
Okay.
Okay, says you. Okay. But also, he's making a reasonable argument, but you're already jumping like 17 steps ahead to get to the attack part of your argument, which he hasn't even made yet, okay? On a very broad level, okay? All of us agree that some level of copyright protections probably need to exist, okay? When we say copyright, we mean the exclusive right to make copies of some work. So for instance, it wouldn't work if a studio could produce Star Wars Episode 10 and immediately after I could re-release the exact same thing and go, oh look, this is Destiny Star Wars Episode 10. Because then nobody would invest in creating works anymore and nobody would be profiting from the works that they've created, right? So those are two,
correct.
Okay, right. Okay, so broadly speaking, that's why copyright exists in a protection sense. It also, on an artistic level, copyright exists because we want to motivate people to create new or transformative works that add to the total base of art. Ideally, we want a world where people are creating new movies, new music, new everything, and not just copy pasting other people's stuff. Okay.
But isn't xQc inspiring other streamers to stream?
Whoa.
I really wanted to. Okay, I wanted to Destiny just because I was trying to figure out if I can get the argument.
Let me just finish getting us there. Okay. The train just left the station. Okay. Slow down. Okay. So, so if that's the world we live in, the question is that in a world where increasingly more of the overall consumer space is being occupied by non-transformative reactions, are we creating a world where people who have only 24 hours in a day to consume content, where people's attention is being increasingly divided between new and original content versus transformative content? Or no, I'm sorry, new and original transformative content versus derivative or repeated content, right? That was the overall point what gets me saying. Not that like any particular React streamer is harmful, or not that any particular stream is depriving an original work of any particular view, but just that as the broad pool of things, all of this derivative work might be taking away from the creation of new transformative work because the viewers aren't going to be there as much for it because they're too busy consuming other stuff. That's the broad argument.
Yeah. Okay, no, wait. I think that argument, right, does make quite a bit of sense. If you were to push that argument, I think streamers are like the absolute bottom of the barrel. You would never go after streamers for that. You go for mostly TikTokers and who that upload TikTok. The thing on there is very transformative and it dominates the market. And in terms of eyeballs, people spend way more time on TikTok than on Twitch and on YouTube, on live streams, right? By a insane margin. So why are people so mad about Twitch reactions?
Yeah,
right?
I understand what you're saying, and it's a good argument, but people make that exact argument. A lot of people don't like that TikTok exists because it's low-effort content that's machine-gunned into our faces, that's destroying people's minds, where the algorithm is so good at keeping us, like, everybody complains about how addictive and probably bad for the brain stuff like TikTok is, right? I think that's a pretty common complaint.
Okay, but my thing is, you say that it's the purpose is to, like, produce more, like, original content, right? Yeah. But let's say someone watches xQc's videos and they're like, damn, this is what I want to do, right? Even though he's using another person's video and reacting to it, you have then inspired whoever's watching him. Let's say like he gets like 1 million viewers right out. He gets 1 million viewers. Imagine how many of those people then go and make an account on the same site to then do what xQc does. That brings more revenue to the platform that xQc is on. So is anyone really getting hurt?
Sure. So there's arguments to be made that what I just gave was the broadest overview, kind of why copyright exists and why people think copyright is important. But there are going to be augmenting arguments that can make some forms of even pure copyright infringement probably okay. If I were to go and find, for instance, a YouTuber that has videos that get 10 views, and I were to straight steal his content and not even shout him out, just the off chance that other people go and find him is probably going to be worth it, right? So that might be an example of like, even though I'm engaged in a pretty blatant form of copyright theft, it actually is beneficial to that individual person. So there might be times where we can make arguments for individual times of copyright theft being ultimately beneficial, but that doesn't get us over the hump of the general argument for copyright and generally why maybe React content, as Wicked Supreme was saying, maybe should be at least, if not discouraged, more critically evaluated. That's what he was saying, yeah.
Okay, can I be honest with you? I feel like overall, we moved the goalpost so often, and we made almost every argument against React content.
Stop, hold on, stop. When you say we move the goalpost so hard, you're living in another world where you're in a super hyper debate against like Ethan Klein. I just made a super journal that had absolutely nothing to do with prior arguments, nothing to do with goalposts. Now, if you want to go to like when I made the goalpost, and I think you're just trying to argue this because you can make that argument, but you're not responding to anything I just said. But go ahead.
Relax. I'm not even there yet.
Hey, don't say relax. Hey, I'm chilling. Okay, I'm passionate. Okay, I'm just having some fun. Okay.
Seems like you're kind of riled up all of a sudden, bro.
Hey, I'm just passionate having a good discussion, all right?
Debate terms rile him up. He doesn't like that.
Anyway, go ahead.
What I was gonna say is I feel like at this point we've come to like the very last stand like argument because there isn't a lot of really good arguments, and I feel like now it's like almost this it almost feels like this, oh well, this water bottle would the water in it would probably do better use this in this way or that way, and it's like we're running out. Like I feel that argument is like the battle for eyeballs is a constant battle that's been going on and will continue to go on forever, right? As social media continues to grow and people have more stuff to watch, more stuff to engage with, more content and more diversified content and more precise interest spots, right? Well, at that point, it's like all these other factors become a bigger issue than React content itself. I feel like it's like a non-issue. Right?
I mean, you say non-issue, but I mean, like, that's a true issue as well. People talk about eyeballs and stuff too. There were really interesting conversations. Do you know what Adult Swim is? I don't remember if you read it.
I love Adult Swim.
That's
yes.
great.
Oh, yes.
But there
Robot Chicken.
There were interesting conversations from those guys about how important the structure and format was of television. Television was nice because if you put something in front of a person, they have to watch it, and it allowed you to introduce viewers to new forms of content that today people don't watch. Because one thing that people will say is something like Netflix is harmful because now instead of people turning on their TV and being forced to consume whatever there is being shown on a network, now they just go and they rewatch The Office 450 million times. And you get viewer behavior right now where people will, you know, what movies do you watch? Oh, I don't know. There's like 6 movies that I watch over and over and over again. Oh, there's 3 TV shows that I watch over and over and over again. And arguably that type of behavior is probably not good for a media environment because people aren't consuming new stuff.
Can I?
Wait, really?
Really what?
Do you feel like that's like a strong argument?
Yes, I feel like it's a really good argument. I think it's a good argument for the format of TV, and I think it's an interesting argument to push back against some consumer behavior we have today that's probably not healthy for our media environment. It's not good that somebody rewatches the same TV show, 300 times. They should be consuming new stuff.
Well, if they enjoy it, it makes them a happier consumer. It makes people happy.
But they probably enjoy watching something new more.
I don't know.
Wow, you're trying to make a decision. You're trying to make a broad decision for society as a whole on what they should enjoy.
Mate, hold on. You were an Overwatch pro player. How many times did you read a subreddit with suggesting balance changes and for games? Players don't know what they want for games. Competitive players don't know what they want for balance. Consumers don't know what they want for content, of course. So the idea that we give consumers unlimited freedom to enjoy whatever they want, however they want, and that's the best thing, that's almost never going to be true. There are a lot of things, hold on, wait, real quick. There are a lot of TV shows that I know for a fact, if I would have had Netflix or whatever the available when I was 14, there's no way I'm watching weird like Aqua Team Hunger Force. That's the dumbest concept for a show ever, and it looks wacky and it's strange and it's weird, but because after Cowboy Bebop and after whatever anime was on, I'm getting force-fed these really bizarro shows on Adult Swim, yeah, I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna start to like it. But I wouldn't have chosen that originally had I not had that forced in front of me.
Okay, Disney. Yeah, wait, Disney. I understand what you're saying, right? Mm-hmm. But my kind of argument to all this, something that I've noticed in the past, right? In a market where there's a high saturation with garbage, right? Or something that you claim is garbage, or other people think is garbage, and it's the same, and it's repetitive, or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. Then that by definition makes that market self-regulatory. When somebody goes and makes something good of value, different, people will catch on and will start consuming that. And whoever does a better product is going to pop off. If your content is so, it loses to zero react, brain dead, toenail eating Andy at the computer, your is garbage. Make better content, dominate the market. And
listen, I understand
if it's saturated with my garbage, you are going to destroy me.
That's
if
great.
You don't.
That's great. That's great with what you're saying from a hyper-capitalist perspective. But the reality is there are market failures for a variety of reasons all the time. Look at the average food that an American consumes. The United States of America has the best variety of food than any country on the planet, but the majority of us eat like McDonald's and Taco Bell, right? Because it's easily available, because it's high sugar. That's great. If you say Korea, you literally have nothing.
We have all those cuisines
idea.
in America.
Stop, please stop. Hold, have you even been to Korea before? Stop. Okay. The idea that people are always going to choose the best things ever that are like actually the best for all of us cohesively, that's just not true. People are lazy. People will choose stuff that's easy, right? I mean, like if you need any other example, look at the media environment that exists now around streaming things. Remember how people were like, oh my God, Netflix is changing it up. All this competition and everything is good. And guess what we've done? We've reinvented cable TV. There's 50 million different streaming services. Sometimes there are seasons of shows available on some things than others. Nobody even knows what the you're supposed to subscribe to in order to watch anything. Like, that's what consumer choice got us to. It got us right back to cable TV. So I think there's an argument that some forms of intervention forcing people to engage with things in ways that they might not traditionally engage with them, I think could be good behavior sometimes.
Yes. I generally go with that. I think that was actually a really fair point. What I was saying, my main counter argument is just that when somebody drops the ball, right, somebody can pick up the ball. It seems like sometimes a lot of people come at this problem or these problems, instead of coming with being objective, they come out of insecurity. They're just mauled that the view that they're not the one picking up the ball, or they're not getting the benefits of picking up the ball. They're just really upset that it's not them, right? And it sucks that the people at the forefront of those arguments.
Do you think that's me? Do you think those are my motivations when I'm making this argument?
Bro, I forgot you were in the call. Like, what?
I had left. I came back because I wasn't super satisfied with
XQC. Say someone uses you.
Is this guy, bro? You came out of left field and you just like interjected like I was talking about you. I don't know what the bro. I'm not trying to be rude. I genuinely don't even know what the. No, I'm not gonna.
Okay. So far, you've made every argument that allows you to ignore the the argument that I presented.
The other side of the coin.
You said you could complain about TikTok instead. You've said the only people making these arguments have these like ulterior motivations. And now your argument is, who are you? I'd like to hear you just like address the argument that we've made at this point.
I just did. I said it, Destiny, the way you explained it, right?
No,
the way
haven't.
Well, yeah, I just did. I said the way Destiny explained it makes it a fair point. That actually makes a lot of sense. It's a good argument, and my argument, my thought behind it is, somebody will pick up the ball, and most people that are putting these arguments are doing it out of insecurity, and it's not helping anybody. It's quite literally not helping anybody.
The motivations of the people that might be making these arguments are irrelevant. You should just address the argument.
Well, can we ask it in a different way? Okay, XQC, how do you feel? Like, say someone uses you for content. Like, say, whether it's titles, whether it's however someone uses you. Do you get offended by that? Does it bother you?
Wait. If anything, I'm like, I get used all the time, and I think that's fantastic. I don't see that as a problem.
So you support it. So like, say, like, I don't have any current examples, but like you support it. You find it like.
I find it endearing. I find it beneficial. I find it good, unless it's like some guy that like uses my face on like some incredibly like racist campaign or something like that, right? It's always gonna be at least somewhat beneficial for me, and in no way or rarely harmful, right? I even get used on gambling ads that aren't even stake or whatever, like mobile gam, and I don't even press them on it because
sure. Although to be fair for us though, it's different for us because we're already creating the lowest form of content, so it's a bit different, right? Like,
but people enjoy it, so that's all that really matters.
No, hold on. What do you mean that's all that really matters?
I mean, if you are...
Hold on, wait. You have to stop using this reductionist. People enjoy crack cocaine. Okay, that's not an argument for anything.
And then they enjoy crack cocaine.
Okay, but that has no bearing on what I said. What I said was... Hold on. I didn't get my point out. My point is that when I say we already create the lowest form of content, what I mean is that streamers create the lowest effort to pay off ratio content of virtually any content creator on the internet, except maybe the glitzy hot dog guy. Okay? So when you ask a streamer, do you care if somebody steals your content? No, I make like 10 hours, Copium. I make 10 hours of content every single day. Why the f when I get somebody steals something. Now, if you were to ask me, let's say I compose a song or I do like a prepared work for a video or a script or something that takes me 3 weeks to work on, and then let's say that I upload that to my channel and immediately xQc and Asmongold react to it and get 2 million views on YouTube, I might feel differently about that. Because, well, hold on, I spent a lot of time on that, and these guys are getting 10x the views that I am. I might actually.
And this
feel
is the whole thing I'm
about
saying. It's like I totally understand like if you disagree with the basic arguments, but realistically, like there's a reason why people are mad, and it's not just being disingenuous. Like there's a genuine sort of point of anger and feeling like exploited, even if you think it's kind of an imaginary exploitation, and the two things aren't related.
Well,
okay, let's say that
just
we
to be clear,
aren't.
do you guys understand that my argument has nothing to do with the quality?
God.
Of the
Yeah, we get it.
Okay, so let's say, right, that it is wrong. It is wrong to be a streamer. It is wrong to do the things we do, just hypothetically speaking. And the boundary that we are drawing is xQc using other people's content, right? Okay, that's outlawed. It's currently illegal, no more. Who's to stop people from stopping us from doing other things, like reacting to video games, playing video games? Like once you control one thing, it starts to be a little slippery.
That's an interesting argument, because technically I think that I don't even know if making Let's Play content would qualify as fair use. I think if that was taken to court, I think that like game developers might actually win, but I think that they recognize the value in having someone play their game on their stream, right? They recognize that there's a value in someone promoting their game. You know, Five Nights at Freddy's, a lot of these indie games that have only gotten popular because
so
you know Markiplier or whatever the fuck.
What they want to apply to the role.
I'm not just saying people. I mean, I guess technically people can pick and choose. I'm just saying there's an argument.
To be clear, I think that's actually almost foregone because there are game developers that DMCA their video game content that you cannot stream. That people would
right, but it's very few. It's very few.
But I'm saying no one's challenged them on court on that. So it seems to be the case right now that actually, if you're a video game developer, you probably could say, nope, I don't want you streaming my game. I will DMCA this if you're. And
that does happen occasionally, but it's very rare because the majority already.
Because it's rare now doesn't mean it won't be normal 10 years down the road because we allow it to get to that point. Because then once you start attacking all these types of creators, streamers, whatever you want to call it, what can you actually do on the internet?
Okay, what you can do is I actually agree. Hold on, you can still do these things through formal agreements, which is currently done.
Formal agreement, you got to do it through lawyers. You got to have
formal agreements and bureaucracy. Like it just takes a lot of time.
Wait, hold on. To be clear,
growth.
Formal agreements. I'm pretty sure.
You can't do anything without the
formal agreements are nice because it gives everybody very clear guidelines and boundaries for how to act.
And it upholds a system of fairness as well.
Also,
but ultimately, I think with this content stuff, there's a lot of gray area.
Yeah,
right?
there are gray areas. But I'm saying I'm pretty sure every streamer would probably be cool with it if there was like, I brought this up as an example before, if there was like a list of content creators that I could click a thing and automatically PayPal them like $50 to auto react to their video on a stream or whatever, I would do it immediately. I'm sure everybody would be okay with it. Yeah, there's just not like a system in place for it. So if there was like an actual
I think what would be nice is
we would do it. Yeah.
YouTube has rolled this out a little bit. This is kind of unrelated. This is on the music side of things, but YouTube's rolled this out a little bit where they have their own copyright-free library, and there are certain songs you can pay for a license to use. But it would be nice if, like, you know, let's say Warner Brothers Music or something like that, or Capitol Records were to license out their songs. It's like, imagine the amount of money they'd make if, like, for every video essay, someone pays $100 to license a Kesha song, right? They'd make so much money. It'd actually make more sense to do that. But copyright law is just very archaic, and it's not up to date with the internet, unfortunately.
I think in some ways these platforms haven't really kept up with it, haven't really worked to implement copyright law in a way that serves React content as a convention. Like we could,
because the platforms don't control copyright law.
They have to abide by them though. Like we could have a plugin on YouTube where if you're a YouTube streamer and you're reacting to YouTube content, where some portion of the revenue for your video goes to the channel that the video comes from or something like that. But like these are other options that don't require the red tape and the time and effort of a formal agreement or something. Turkey Tomkey's deafening. Is he hearing this? I want him to hear this.
Who?
Oh, are you like listening to Tom? I don't know if you just heard the thing.
Sorry, I was muted. I was talking to someone.
I feel and the way I think is it's either all okay or it's not all okay, and whether that's a wrong way to think.
iDubbbz, as I say. iDubbbz popped into the call all of a sudden. But no, listen. Okay, all I'm saying is that if you made this argument, right, on Twitter and during those debates, you would probably treat it as like the guy who's talking and is like nobody's listening because it's a pretty elaborate, pretty overall, guys, we could do better as society arguments, a very like broad thing, right? And I would be fair. I think that your argument has a lot of validity, and for that, I think React content probably does suck in that regard for the whole overall ecosystem and health of content creation. Except nobody cares about that. They all push other dumb arguments that don't make any sense. Everybody says,
it's less about the ecosystem and health of content creation and more about upholding a principle that people who create things have some ownership over what happens, some autonomy over it, right? And that like the originality of their work is going to be protected. That's like one of the pillars that allows. I guess
I just have one question. X, do you think there's any valid argument against React content from like an ethical perspective, or do you think it's all just basically?
There is when there's a problem. then the argument can be made, right? And as far as I know, the problem being created on the fly from thin air for the whole sake of proving the argument, which is stupid. It's like it's like sorry, I'm sick. It's a little bit like you really care about being right about a certain topic, and you're gonna make a problem deliberately just to prove that you're right, even though you don't actually care. That make sense?
So if there is a valid problem, what would it be?
I think if people were being buried so hard, they had no place to grow, and there was just going absolutely nowhere because of React content, and it was quantifiable, and nobody was listening to the problem, and nobody was actually helping out or finding solutions, that'd be a massive problem.
But you don't think that happens?
Oh, no, it doesn't, because I'm the biggest perpetrator on the internet, or one of the biggest perpetrators of that, right? And I have little to nothing to show for it in to prove the argument. People don't DM me this shit like that, and don't comment about these concerns because they don't exist because you made them. You made them up.
Again, my argument has nothing to do with.
Argument, though,
I know. I meant the other guy's argument, not you. You guys' voice the same, bro. Like it's like impossible.
Is the purpose of this argument to create change or just talk about what was done in the past? Because if we're going to create change, then what would be important and productive in this debate is to come up with the solution.
To be clear, React content is the change. I'm arguing to uphold a pre-existing principle,
which is
to protect the people's original works, their ability to profit from original works.
Okay, so that's what
living off of contributing original things.
So structurally, that's what you want xQc to do, right? That's what would make you happy.
Well, I think re-uploading React content would make. I think making React content and re-uploading React content subverts that principle.
Okay, and what if he doesn't want to? Like, what if he's like? What if he has nothing to?
What if I don't want to not punch you in the face? Does that mean I have
so
the
now
moral
you're
license
gonna get
to
violent.
do it?
Now you're gonna get violent because
that's not what he's saying. That's not what he's saying.
Okay.
That's not what he's saying.
Interesting.
That's clearly not. What do you mean interesting? Why do you do this? Every once in a while, someone will say something and you'll wildly misinterpret it on purpose.
Oh, he literally just said,
can't follow the conversation.
Wait, do you have the 4chan copy pasta about hypotheticals? I'm sorry, I'm done.
The breakfast thing?
Are you actually autistic? I think that's an autism thing about not being able to understand
hypotheticals. What's wrong with being autistic?
Well, in this case, it's inhibiting.
I mean, in this case, you won't understand a hypothetical. That would be something wrong.
I do understand a hypothetical. I just don't know why he had to run to that one.
Because it very quickly illustrates the absurdity of the point of like, well, why shouldn't you do something? It's like a nonsense question. Right?
The point of he wants to do it, so why shouldn't he?
Yeah.
And there's no reasonable risk of you being harmed right now because you're behind a computer screen in your private bedroom in your mom's house, so there shouldn't be an issue.
Actually, I live alone. Thank you.
No, you don't. You live with 3 people.
Even worse.
Yeah, I have roommates, but I still live alone. Like, what does that matter to the conversation?
Well, you guys are something else, bro.
I'm literally sitting here trying to have a conversation. I'm trying to actually be normal for once, and then because you guys don't like what I'm saying or because I'm asking,
this is normal.
You're trying and failing. That's the problem.
She's trying really hard not to say slurs. That's what she means.
I literally had no problem saying no slurs the entire time because I'm having.
I feel like she has a right to say it. So
stop.
All of it's okay or none of it's okay.
Back here. Everything revolves around
all
the
of it's
N-word.
okay or none of it's okay.
Target.
So I think,
he's too big an iDubbbz fan. You are on that edgy content. I knew it. That's the only reason.
iDubbbz taught me everything I know about being racist.
Okay, forget the punch you in the face thing. What if I want to steal from a store? Should I be able to do that?
Yeah, because they steal from people who are less fortunate than the company itself. So.
Okay, maybe I have to go back to the face punching. I don't know. That was a swing and a miss.
I mean, are we literally who's profiting here? That doesn't mean go steal. That was just a hypothetical. But the point is.
Your mom.
The purpose of mature, nice.
I'm very mature. You're right. I'm like a fine wine. As I get older, I get smarter.
And you know, it's a shame. I'm a huge.
God, bro.
This conversation is giving me brain worms. Do we have to stay on it?
Also, this call, man, bro. I try to give you guys some credit, man. You guys are all degenerates, man. This is why nobody watches political. This is why you're all lonely and sad.
Okay, I wish you could talk about this stuff and not sound like an idiot.
Excuse me, hold on. Slow down, mister.
Well, I get paid to do it. I love the
casino and I posted pictures. I posted pictures. Calm down. All right.
Is this guy good?
Oh, now you're making fun of a speech impediment. That's crazy.
Okay, I just need to give a quick steel man of xQc's argument.
No, we don't need another steel man. We got 20 minutes of this conversation
No. You guys are all against him. You guys are all against him.
No, that's not true. I don't think we're all against him.
Pretend you're on an oil
You're not
rig.
talking.
Why do people keep talking about oil? I don't.
Oh my god! All right,
because 9/11. That's why.
The conversation's over. The conversation's over. The point is, everyone does something wrong on the internet. Can we all agree on that? Everyone does something wrong.
Except for me.
It's not relevant to anything.
How is it irrelevant? Everyone's over here saying, "Oh, he does this, she does this." Everyone does something wrong on the internet.
We just found that as few wrong things as possible, and I'm making it right now. There's contention over whether something is wrong or not.
Yeah, we're arguing it. Yeah.
Yes.
Like if I slit my girlfriend's throat, I can't just be like, "Well, we all make mistakes." LOL. Like, what are we talking about? Like, what are we? Jesus Christ.
Merc, you seem to have some kind of like persecution complex. What? Why?
Persecution. You trust me. I have nothing. No. I have no.
Well, it's like,
with any of that.
well, it's like anytime anybody brings up like a specific disagreement, it's either like, well, actually, I'm gonna make an argument they didn't make, like that's not in their favor to like straw man them, or I'm gonna be like, everyone's coming after me, and I'm autistic and black.
You started making fun of me because I was on the spectrum. You were saying these things in a negative way, and I'm actually trying to have a normal conversation. You don't know me, all right? I'm RJ. Nice to meet you.
I thought your name was Perk.
Is trying.
Okay, I can't even have like a serious conversation.
Okay, serious
No, you
conversation.
can't. Congratulations. There's a tiny bit of
I'm sorry.
self-awareness.
Okay, listen. Why Perk and not Zanny?
Because, well, to be fair, I don't f with drugs, either of those. Okay, it's a nickname. It's an inside joke. It's a joke. And it's just my name.
You would joke about drug use?
Yeah.
I'm addicted to
when people say,
I'm
you're
addicted to perks.
People
nobody
say,
asked. Literally, holy fuck, this guy's so annoying. My God, dude. Christ, you're so
You
single.
came to the stream, bro. Just leave.
Your voice. Be quiet. My God. You know what sound like now? You sound fucking broke.
You can't speak English.
My dick. Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
Okay, Tom,
annoying.
you're putting out real Merc energy right now. I need you to stop.
Wait, what? Dude.
Chet.
Oh, so now you're gonna make fun of someone who's more successful than you? Okay. Okay.
Can I not make fun of someone who's more successful than me?
I mean, you can, but you'll.
I guess she's never been on Twitter.
You'll be.
If someone that's more successful than me has a speech impediment, I can't make fun of that speech impediment?
Are you serious right now? Destiny, are you gonna let him say that?
Yeah.
Them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you such a coward that you won't insult someone just because they have more money than you or something?
Wow. No, it's because I honestly.
Because you like him, so you should just go date, and you guys can leave and go do something, and the big boys can talk.
Hey, also, hold
She
on,
doesn't have big enough tits.
Hold on,
The
we got
big
some,
boys.
whoa.
I mean, I do like some titties, to be honest.
Just as a heads up, we got some stolen valor right here. I've actually been to speech therapy because I had huge speech problems when I was in school, so you guys, okay?
And I have
XQC just talks
processing
fast.
disorder.
Okay, yeah, and
No
you're
shit.
also, okay, other...
So what you're saying is that it could be fixed, and it's a choice.
True.
Okay, maybe he's secure with himself, unlike Turkey Tom, who has literally the SpongeBob, the word from
Well,
the
maybe
Lost
if you can't
episode
speak
instead
English
of your
and you
actual fucking
aim
face.
to be an English-speaking streamer, you should aim to be
I
more
actually
secure.
speak multiple languages. I speak a little
Well,
French.
I'm
I
not
speak a
talking about
little
you. I'm talking about the guy in the call who
English,
can't speak fucking
Spanish.
English.
Okay,
That's
and you know
also
what?
me.
Bro, you're literally like, okay, you know.
Hey, XQC is bilingual.
say
How
I'm
many
gay in
languages do you
Spanish?
speak, Tom?
Yeah, Tom.
One. The only one that matters.
Based and true.
English? Interesting. Okay.
Can you say I'm in Spanish? Merc off the perk.
No, but I can
What is
say.
the point?
Soy.
What
I believe
is the
it's
point of this
soy
conversation?
homo. Soy homo.
You're so funny, huh?
Uh,
Got the whole fucking chat laughing.
Soy
All right.
homo, I thought that was my... Never mind. Good job,
Soy
guys.
gay?
You guys are doing a great job. You guys are doing a great job today, okay? Thank you all very much for the free content.
I hate you so much.
Who?
you didn't even say. You just came here and listened.
Well, if you hate me, I love you, and I have no ill will against you because I've never met you and had an actual conversation with you.
You
So you have no reason to hate me.
self-involved morons. I was talking to Destiny.
Oh, that's no. So now you don't hate me? Oh my God! W's in the chat.
I don't care enough about you to hate
Oh,
you.
now
Can
you
we
don't
get
care.
some
But you
L's?
didn't want
Can
me
we
to
get some
drop-
L Mercs in
You
chat,
didn't want me
please?
to- What is
Everyone in
it?
chat say
Fucking
L Merc.
insulted 3 times. You think I'm stupid? I leaked the fake address. Okay, people accidentally found my real address.
Yes,
leaked the
I would have
fucking fake
preferred it
address.
if you
know
didn't
why?
die.
You
Is
know
that
why?
where we're going
But
with this
if I
conversation?
want to be on the internet, I have the right to be because we live in America. So if I want to get doxxed, if I want to get stalked, if I
Well,
want
I
to get
don't,
pizza
but all
fucking
right.
sent to my fucking house, I will have pizza sent to my fucking house. And you know what? It has nothing to do with you because you are not me. and
You
live
are
your
a
own life.
dumb.
Oh, and now
Bro,
individuality.
Destiny, where do you even find these people? I actually don't get it. Where do you actually
did it?
find these individuals?
Oh, I collect these. These are my special friends, okay?
Are these the orbiters or what?
We all
These
came from
are indeed
Reddit.
the orbiters. We're in a special star system right now, soldier.
I am not a fucking orbiter. I'm tired of getting.
Merc, you are a meteor shining bright, passing through the system, literally burning.
I met
out.
Merc on a subreddit once, and she was posting some crazy stuff on Drug Feel, and I think that may have something to do with the performance here. That's all I'm saying.
On what?
Drug what?
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 I know what that is.
Yeah.
You guys sound,
I'm
you guys sound
so-
like degens.
Thanks, guy.
Are you playing Overwatch or something?
This guy. Thanks.
No, I'm playing with my dick a little bit.
Oh,
Okay.
um,
Based.
Okay, I'm just gonna mute Merc real quick and then try to get through like an adult example that's sort of a counter to what
Why?
Supreme's
What
bringing
angle
up.
did you bring
Just
this
gonna mute her real quick.
conversation back? Why?
We've moved
Okay.
on. We're done.
Why?
We
Hold
won.
on.
We figured it out. What?
We didn't figure it out.
We did.
So basically, XQC's argument
Why? No
is
one
that the
cared.
morality
I don't
of this
think anyone here
doesn't
cares.
actually
Hey,
matter.
Shut up.
No. It doesn't matter Basically, everybody who's complaining about it is Blockbuster.
Okay, hold on. If you can get your argument out in literally, you got 10 seconds. Okay, go.
Oh my God, director of racism talking here, but yet
once the market experiences a new way to consume content, it's over for everything that came before that. Blockbuster got every record company that made music got. Spotify wins, Netflix wins. You guys are all going to get left in the Stone Age.
And what are you doing? Sitting on Discord judging people who make more money.
There, I got it out.
No, you're right. You're right. Justical. And the future of content is going to be the brand new Avengers Episode 7 comes out. And when you go to the theater to watch it, you can choose which streamer you want in the corner of that movie.
That's actually what it's going to be.
And that'll be fun.
I don't look forward to the dystopia. I just know it's coming.
I don't know why we give a what people enjoy. Just let people enjoy what they want to enjoy. We didn't. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Why do you act like people won't adapt though and won't do better? I mean, people have survived way worse in the past before. No, I've survived a lot of errors.
If that was like achieved through a contract or formal agreement.
Oh, you! What is this, bro? You're not even an actor in that field. You're not even somebody who loses or gains on that. You're like no, you're not. You're really not. Well, no, I know for because in this call. This call is degenerates.
Okay.
Thanks, buddy.
Well, I just know you're not like some big producer for like Netflix or something like that. You're in a Destiny call. Like holy.
Okay, but so are you.
The lack of stuff.
What's wrong with me?
And I never claimed I'm like a Netflix director either. I'm also a fuck in the Destiny call. That's what I'm saying. We're all dumb. You're not like a premium.
Right, speak for yourself.
Well, I'm not dumb. I mean,
you're all dumb. You are literally all stupid. Sorry for that, including myself. I don't know what.
Are you serious right
none of you guys are like better. Yes, I'm serious. None of you guys is like superior than anybody here. We're all on the same level of stupidity.
This is my solar system, so I am the superior one. I'm the sun in the middle.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow.
If anything, I'm smarter than you because there was only 3 people on this call when I joined. I came with Destiny trying to make some content. You guys joined, and you guys are monkeying around for my content. I guess I'm playing you, dumb. Holy, you guys' lack of self-awareness is insane. You are losing your mind out here.
Wait, are you mad right now or just passionate?
I'm being passionate.
Okay,
I'm interested in this topic. This is an argument I haven't heard a good response to, and so I wanted to present it. That I heard.
Brilliant.
Okay.
I still haven't heard Destiny weigh in on it. I've heard him repeat the argument.
Well, I was repeating your argument, yeah. At the end of the day, I just don't give a because I hate YouTubers and they're lazy losers.
Yep, lazy pieces of shit, all of them.
At the end of the day, I'm pretty laissez-faire about like the consumption side of it. I agree. Like the value of content is going to be.
You're just talking about laissez-faire already.
Do you just? This part doesn't require you to talk, Mark. I don't know why you're interrupting me.
But you can interrupt me.
She can't actually follow the conversation.
I literally
so she just, reads her chat for questions. She randomly interjects. There's nothing unique or interesting there.
First of all, let's talk about this. First of all,
she's high.
Listen. Okay, and what if I can? Oh my God. The point is, I come in here actually trying to be normal for once, right? Have a conversation because it's something that I feel passionate about because I go through it in a different level. Granted, I'm not huge. I'm not xQc, whoever the. All right, I get it. I'm not.
Why are you so insecure about your sub count? You're constantly bringing this up as if like everyone's on you for it. Nobody's brought that up once.
You didn't even let me finish. You just cut me off and you didn't even let
me finish. I'm sorry. Do you smoke crack?
Yeah, I smoke crack in my. I boof that. Yeah, I'm a crackhead. Okay, what else? Anyway, the point is, I feel passionate about this because people come for me in the same way, but on a different level about different things. And it's not fair because it makes a person feel like, and in reality, the only reason, well, at least the reason I'm doing it is to make other people laugh. So if it makes other people laugh, if it makes other people happy, and it makes people forget about the real life and how terrible it is, what does it matter? Let people enjoy things, let people be happy, and let people live their life. That's what the ultimate argument should be.
Yeah, but unless it impedes on somebody else's income and then it's their life, you know?
Ain't nobody talking about income. We're talking about emotions here. Let's forget about the money. Forget about the money. Forget about the money.
You just totally don't understand the argument at all. If you say it's not about the income, you are not even in the same spatial plane as everyone else in this call.
In like a standard hierarchy of needs, right? Then your kind of feelings would be at the end of that, right? If money provides you with shelter and food and clothing or whatever, right? Then feelings are kind of like later on down that path. So I think money is important to talk about in that topic.
But some people don't care about money. Some people actually care about people's emotions.
Yeah, but the people that don't care about money because they already have money. If you don't have money, that is, I promise you that's
Or because
true.
they don't need it because somebody's taking care of them or something.
That, or maybe they've had both experiences where they've had nothing and then had stuff and they realize that none of it actually matters and that what matters is how you treat people, how you make people laugh, and how you entertain people. And
I'm pretty sure if you can't pay your bills, I think that matters probably more than the emotional.
Whether or not
money
people
will
are
always
laughing.
come, money will come, money will go. It does not matter as long as you are fulfilled internally. And if XQC is fulfilled, that's all that matters.
I'm sorry, I just realized I was talking to a pretty girl. My bad. For the men that live in the real world, money doesn't always just randomly come when you need it. My bad. I forgot I was talking to a woman. Holy shit, what was my bad? Oh my god.
You literally had like a 7-hour conversation. Okay, that's an exaggeration. You literally had a conversation last night with me about all of this, and you agreed that as long as it makes me happy, you can't knock it. And now you're going to
sit here and knock it? Was that when you were in the middle of trauma dumping and threatening And kill
It wasn't
yourself.
trauma dumping. He was asking me questions, and I was being real about it for once. Everyone is so mad for me saying hard R, and so mad for me trolling the internet.
Say it again.
No,
all of it's okay.
No, stop.
No, I'm gonna say it because I'm literally sitting here trying to have an actual conversation, and you're literally getting mad at me for doing that. You guys want to see the real side of me?
What if you need money to do the things that you that are going to fulfill you? What if you need money to do
guess what? I'm poor as fuck.
What if you do though?
What
if you want to be a race car driver?
Or what if you want to have an apartment with an air conditioner?
What if you want to raise a family?
That's not me.
Or go to school.
What if you want to raise a family?
Okay, you will have a family if you are meant to have a family.
Yeah, but you need money for that, right?
Not necessarily, no. Because guess what? I was raised, and foundationally, you don't need money to raise a family. You don't, because love is everything to a child. Love is everything. Okay. Yep. Make fun of my thoughts and ideas.
Yeah, but the child will only be able to feel love if it doesn't have it's
like
basic
food.
needs met, like food. Yeah. What?
Well, I don't
the child will feel like
know.
it'll die. It'll die, literally.
I mean, there was that one time.
Well, you know what?
There's something called I mean this. No. It's something called I think it's like the hierarchy of needs, right?
Who made the hierarchy of needs, Mr. XQC?
Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Yeah.
All right, and list them 1 through 4, 5, however many there are. I don't give. The point is,
man, don't try to give me on some theory. I was right initially. Okay, the point makes sense. I don't need to know the exact layers of that pyramid. It has like 4 or 5 layers.
But look, I derailed the conversation. Anyway, the point is, some people.
The most important thing to you is blurting out your opinion because no man has ever told you no. Okay, that's the only reason you're saying anything. You haven't listened to anybody's argument. You haven't tried to understand anybody's argument because you actually care about them in order to like advance your understanding. The only thing you care about is blurting out your opinion and hoping we're impressed by it. So just shut the fuck up.
I'm trying to impress anyone.
Christ.
Okay, and you know, yep. Okay, and you know me.
Supreme, you can shut up as well. You never say anything interesting.
Oh, true.
I literally have been sitting here trying to actually take part in a conversation and actually add value to it because I feel connected to it. I feel inspired by it. All right. It's something that I am passionate about myself. And Destiny, we literally had a long conversation last night. And for you to sit here and like act like this, like, oh, now you're like, what? Like, that's
hold up. Nothing that I have said today contradicts anything that I said last night.
You were making fun of me for being more emotional than financial.
No.
Why do you think the guy that was okay with you coming on, despite the fact you might have got murdered from a SWAT, cares about your feelings?
Oh my God, I'm coming.
Insane?
Kelly, I'm coming every time you talk. Okay. Merc, what I'm making fun of you for, shut the fuck up. What I'm making fun of you for is saying that emotion is all you need to raise a kid because that's an incredibly privileged thing to say. Money is really important. If you don't have money, you have to be able to fulfill your basic set of needs in order to even begin to love your child. It's hard to love your child if you don't have a roof over your head, clothes on your body, and money for food.
That's not true because I've been in a position where I've had none of that, and what mattered is my mom holding me, and I felt more fulfilled than anything as a child.
That's great. We called those tall tales in school. There was no point in your life where you were happy.
How are you going to tell me my experience is a lie?
I'm sorry. Are you an alien or are you a human being?
I don't honestly know.
Okay, well, if you're a human being...
now it's psychosis.
If you're a human being, you need clothes, you need food, and you need shelter.
I'm not saying...
And if you're perk, you need crack.
Okay, just keep calling me a crackhead.
Your mom also can't hold you if you get taken away by CPS because she can't provide for you.
Child Protective Services will deprive your mother of you.
That's not true.
How is that not true?
Because I've been through it, and that's not always true because I've literally been... The only reason I'm saying this is because I have been through it. And I'm saying that
she just keeps showing that she can't actually follow conversation.
All right, bodying the retarded child sitting in the corner eating crayons does not feel good, all right? Can you just stop dogpiling them all wrong?
Wait, why are we eating
crayons?
Okay.
She ate crayons, that's why she can't speak English.
Wait, which one?
Holy
good job, guys.
Just
good
keep
effort.
Going.
Can we go to the main topic we're talking about, or we're just going to do
which one was the main topic?
Oh, I don't remember. I saw somebody spawning me to keep up. I mean, I thought you guys were smart, bro. Like Destiny Orbiters, watch out.
Oh my goodness.
Well, this is the.
It was about React content.
This is the new season of. This is the new season of Orbiters. So we're kind of like in the preseason right now. Okay, trying out new people. These guys are not the permanents. All right, so.
Back to 9/11.
What about 9/11? Oh yeah,
because Destiny is a structural engineer, and he's the best person to go for this. I guess.
Oh, hold on, X. Do you have any questions about medication or anything? We have our medical expert, Kelly Jean.
We are an expert in everything, apparently.
I don't get it. You guys have like 9,000 Destiny Orbiters inside jokes. I can't keep up with.
Oh, sounds like you need to watch the stream more. You're missing out.
Rotor and Reaper's Iron Plates.
What's your what'd you do recently? You went to a casino or you played that soccer game. Are you happy with that or are you upset over the goal?
Yeah. Well, why'd you bring up the casino earlier anyway? Why'd you bring that up anyway?
I'm just thinking about the stories that I saw recently. Not everybody's trying to attack you, okay? I'm streaming. I don't have time to keep up with your whole life. Like, I don't know if that was a bad stream or not. Okay, I won't ask. Never mind. Don't tell me anything. Okay.
Oh,
Jesus.
no. You can have like a lot of laws around gambling. It's really hard to get money out. So I went to this casino and their limits are pretty low and the stakes are really low. So I could only play with like 1K pop at a time or whatever. So I pulled out 3K, I lost, and I pulled out 1.2K, and I went to 10K, and I didn't want to like bring it back and shit. I just blew it and I spent it on some.
Okay.
That's all. That's my story. Like clothes and useless. But it was fun though. It was really a nice experience. Anyway, yeah, Disney, what was your question? I forgot.
I was just saying, what were you up to recently? Yeah.
Oh, I went to London, bro.
I saw that, bro. Did you have now I know that the game was rough because they stuck you on goalie. Okay, you didn't much support. We saw that. But did you feel like did you have like an overall fun time? Was it like a fun experience? Would you do it again?
It was fantastic. I loved it. I want to do it again next year. Yeah, it was the time of my life. I'm not kidding. It was like an eye opener. It was like kind of reminding me that some things are just kind of fun for the sake of just being fun.
Who was the organizer behind all of that?
Simon.
Oh, is that like a YouTube group? I have no idea.
Yeah, it's the biggest YouTube group. I think biggest YouTube group overall.
Is Twitch organizing like any events like this for like the upcoming TwitchCon or anything like that, or
not of that magnitude ever? I don't think anybody can do it. You know, it's crazy. Mr. Beast is like one guy, one brand, and he has people with him, right? It's not the same concept as a YouTube group. The group is people that are like, it's like a conglomerate. A lot of people that do their own thing and also mix up to do one thing together every once in a while in a structured way. And if you want to know about a big philosophy overall, and the big point, I think the big takeaway is that a lot of people that don't succeed in groups like Team 10 or whatever, right, in the past, is that sometimes just the fact of having a basic structure will make it succeed. You know, even if your content is like a 6 out of 10, if you show up and you just do it as a group, it'll pop off and it'll actually pan out, right? And I think Simon is like a living embodiment of that. I'm not saying that the content is like 6 out of 10. I'm just saying like overall, they've showed up and have actually done the work and did it, and it's been fantastic. And it's very rare. It's a very rare thing on the internet. People able to achieve that.
Yeah.
Do you think it's actually rare, or there's actually smaller creators who do that but don't get the attention because everyone's attention is on the sidemen?
No, absolutely not. I don't think these guys. I don't think there's any argument to be made that these are like cannibalistic behaviors in that.
And by the way, I'm not arguing. I'm actually just asking.
No. I don't think there's any cannibalistic.
I feel like
arguments to be made.
I feel like the issue in the streamer world is it feels like it's so weird because there's been so many, even back in the esports days. I'm sure you remember there were so many like big content houses, and these content houses get together, and it feels they don't ever do much.
It fails.
Like,
it fails.
I
They
don't know why, Disney.
Yeah.
Everybody's such a. Creators are just. There's no other way to say it. The problem when these people fail is that everybody is such an absolute. Everybody is. Like literally everybody is. And if you don't have somebody that tells you like, hey man, if you don't show up to tomorrow's content for everybody else, I'm going to punch you in the face, right? If you haven't done somebody that does that, nobody shows up. If people don't show up, even me, I didn't show up to my own shows, my own stuff, right? Because I'm also a dumbass, and I know that for a fact. So I do more solo stuff, and I've been trying to expand and show up more to expand that part of myself because I don't want to be that anymore, or at least I want to try new things. But I think that's just people get into their heads. People get insecure. People feel this weird competing insecurity. Everybody's just so insecure in this market. It's insane, and it holds everybody back. And I think Simon have shown that whenever you put those things aside even a little bit, and you actually collaborate, you succeed. If a lot of these content houses do not succeed.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people have like egos and over like viewership and like helping others and like hosting streams and like I think that's a really big problem. Like if you were to have I feel like if you were to do a content house and then you were to bring a bunch of like I'll say even like the LSF streamers together and they were to do group shows, like if some of those group shows were doing more viewership than their main streams, I think people would start to get to like have certain feelings about it that would ruin everything. Because it seems like
some streamers do that, like OTK or whatever. Like they have like
these dynamics
videos.
Are all relevant in all groups, all of them. I've seen it firsthand in every group. I don't know which one it is. Okay, it's not about having names and calling them out because these are behaviors that are kind of human. And you don't want to shun people for having like human behaviors, even though they're kind of right. I think it's kind of shitty to call them out for it, right? But every house, every content group, they all have that, all of them. It's not like a oh my god, guys, these guys don't do it. Everybody has it.
I would say OTK probably is the best at like they have at least been like organizing events and stuff more than I would have ever expected them to. But I think things could be so much better if people were willing to just like drop egos, not worry as much about like viewership and sub count and everything, and just like relax and have a little bit of fun.
I feel like one that's really good is AMP, the Kai Sinat thing.
Yes.
That one seems really good.
So Destiny, I have a question. So you say that you think that everyone should just drop the ego and like just have fun and just exist, right? So what do you say when, like, for example, people call me a clout chaser because I find other streamers to f around with or troll with and make content with, and they like it's a negative thing?
Yeah, well, have you proven yourself to be able to do that and achieve results on your own? And a lot of things that a lot of people, they don't get called clout chasers when they have value on their own and they don't have to do stuff with other people or barge in to have value, right?
But is it value determined by other people or value determined by their own self?
Okay, it's a little bit of a complicated topic. Here's a good example, so maybe you're gonna get it. Okay. Here's an example. Greek God X.
I don't know who that is.
Okay, well, he was on Tyler One stream for years, right? He provided a lot of content. And he says that he was leeching, even though he had done the leech for, because he didn't have a stream. And people said, oh, maybe he's leeching for his own stream down the line, right? And maybe you can make an argument that he did, right? But he always provided content for everybody. So he provided his fair share, right? And when he went on his own thing, he provided also content for everybody to enjoy, right? And that was also successful. He could do both, right? And I think then people have less of an argument to be made to make against them that they are leeches or that they're all about their growth or whatever, right? If you provide them with that, it's almost just like you're a shield for it. But if you're only like if you only show up when it's on other people, it's a very low effort, whatever, and you don't ever do your own thing, then people will come at you and they'll have a good argument against.
But you yourself said that because when I asked you previously that how would you feel if people used you for content, you said you'd love it, you'd enjoy it. So now you're saying that you would only enjoy it if they provided content on their own without using.
Well, that was it. There's a difference between like using your stream, like rebroadcasting your stream, versus like actually taking up your time on a stream. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I think it's all about your own intrinsic value and how you see yourself in that, right? And I don't think you'll care as much if you know your actual value with other people. It's why sometimes it's important to collaborate and go to people's streams and wild out and then say, hey guys, I'm going home. Go up on your own thing and grind your own dog content, right? And give that and have value, because they're both very important parts of you, right? And people, if you only have one of them, what's up? What's up, Dan? Sorry, my dad's here, sorry. All right. Does that make sense or not? Did you get it?
No, I understand. And I have another question. And I'm using this time, like, because this is, like, I want to talk to someone who...
Just ask the question.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll just ask the question. How... I forgot the question because you stopped me.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead. Return to the glaze and then ask the question. My bad.
No. I was just going to say, because, like, I feel like it's very important because I am new to this and...
Is it?
Never mind. Just never mind.
Bro. Listen, this person, okay, wilds the out. The person who was about to ask the question, she wilds out almost every occasion, right? And we should cook her for it. But the one time she doesn't, why do you guys do that? Then it makes her not do it anymore. And these are bricks, actually bricks.
Yeah, Kelly.
You do it.
I was not paying attention. What?
Well, it's true.
The point is, all right, let me use this argument. People call me a clout chaser because people offer me onto their stream, but it's what I make of it. And now I'm using this opportunity to ask questions that I actually care about, so I can actually put that into my own work and actually, you know, take pride in like the advice that I'm getting or the things I'm learning. Because I'm sorry, if I had to choose between Destiny and xQc, yeah, I would rather listen to what xQc has to say rather than Destiny, because in reality, he's been through this, he's more successful, and it's not clout chasing.
Whoa! I disagree. I disagree.
You disagree? Well, I don't. I said it, and I'll say it again. I feel like I would rather get advice from you than Destiny.
Okay, but in a sense, there are some people who literally choose and target their amounts or how kind of what their success is, because some people care about some stuff. The thing is that I care about nothing. It's why I'm more successful overall, is that I do a bunch of that I'll just try and do, and because I care about nothing, right? And that makes me more diversified. And but Destiny cares about politics and the actual politics of it, not like pop politics or like mainstream garbage. In a way, you can make the argument that Hassan is more successful than Destiny. And again, I'll still disagree with all these arguments. Everybody.
But it's all a matter of personal opinion, and I would still rather talk to someone like you because your content is more. I think it makes more sense because
you want to him. That's why.
No, I mean, yeah, he's hot. Who wouldn't want to fuck him? The point is,
right, skip to the
point is, his content is more aligned with mine and my mindset rather than Destiny, who is rather serious. Me, I'm not serious. But it's ironic that when I don't care, people call me a racist, people call me transphobic, people call me homophobic, when in reality, like, that's not the case.
In reality, because you use slurs.
Used to use slurs, and
As in used to, as in days ago?
Are you mixed race? I feel like you have a right, you know.
Not the N-word. She uses all of the slurs,
It's a word.
right?
It is literally a fucking word, and the fact that you get so pressed over someone else saying something shows how
I don't care what you say, but you can't whine that people call you a transphobe.
If you don't care, don't comment.
When you say you hate transphobic people because they're mentally ill, that's what you say, and then you whine that people call you transphobe.
Okay, but I'm allowed to have an opinion. I don't actually hate transgender people. The point is...
Well, why say it then?
Because it's funny to me.
Oh yeah, it's so funny.
To the people.
It's so funny. Haha. Brilliant joke.
God. You know what's funny? You only see what you want to see. You haven't seen the time where I've actually considered
What does that mean?
I like this British funny.
The people who watch me consistently know who I am.
Could you imagine if Kelly and xQc become friends after this? Merc would kill herself.
And hate me for
shit.
certain reasons. Because
So Merc, you don't hate trans people.
no, I don't. I believe
Why?
anyone. I was gonna say it. I don't hate transgender people. I don't agree with it. I am able to have an opinion, especially if it's on the internet. But I believe people should be able to do whatever they want.
So you're transphobic.
What? I'm literally trying to answer your question seriously, and you're talking gibberish, and you're making fun of dude over here talking gibberish.
You can't speak English. That's different.
I answered your question matter of factly. I don't dislike transgenders. I don't agree with it, but at the end of the day, do what the you want as long as it makes you happy.
You love black people?
I'm half black, you cretin.
I have to interject. I think there's some things you don't that it's kind of like you don't have to agree with or not. It's like if I said like, oh, this person is white. Do you agree? Well, I don't agree. I don't agree with them being white. I think that's kind of like it sounds so brain dead to me. I don't know what the I just learned. I'm confused.
Wow.
The point is.
Well, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. It's something that's very foreign to me as a statement to make it. It's like saying, what? Go ahead. Sorry.
People have a right not to like anything. Like it's wrong to not like certain people for their skin color. I get it, but the fact that people are so drawn up about what people like, I get it when it's manifested evilly, when it's manifested as like a hate crime, like hurting people. I get it. But if someone has inside feelings about like the whole microaggressions or
The problem is they aren't inside because you say them.
And then you know what? Whenever the stream is over, I say what I need to say, and then I go into the people who actually watch me, and I'm like, yo, should I have a transgender person on my stream? People ask me questions. Oh, do you think people should be able to each other? And I don't give a as long as I can who I want to. Everyone should be able to do whatever makes them happy. But if you're doing something on the internet, it is folly for content. It is folly for extremist views, and it's folly for.
Do you know who Anissa Jama is?
Yes, that's iDubbbz's wife, right?
You remind me of her a lot in like every way.
That's
I'm not an OnlyFans girl, so.
Okay.
Well, it's just more like how you talk, your mannerisms, like sort of even your voice, honestly. Like just close your eyes and listen to her talk. It's like Anissa.
Well, I've never met her. Okay.
Well, I'm not saying that you're cloning her or copying her. I'm just saying like you're like sort of similar.
What does that add? What value does that add to what I'm saying? Are you trying to discredit me? Are you trying to add value? Why did you say that?
Trying to discredit you? Well, I think Anissa's a queen, so I think it kind of adds value.
Oh, so you're
probably.
a simp. Gotcha. Okay.
I'm an Anissa simp.
You think I'm hot? You think I'm hot because I look like Anissa? Now I know why you hate me. You want to me? All right.
You don't look anything like Anissa.
You said, but I remind you of her.
You sound like her.
But
why are you so desperate for men to want to f you? Or you do have a lack of
I had
romantic
problems, and I heard you guys talk. You guys have problems that I don't even like. Holy shit, man.
All right, can we not put Merc on watch? I feel like we've bodied out.
Dude, like, what is the purpose of that comment?
I'm trying to stop them from bullying you because
the purpose would be okay. There is a clear purpose. The clear purpose would be your mom.
All right,
this guy, man.
This is just real prime time, grade A fucking wagyu.
You got owned.
Content,
you got owned.
Dude.
You're owned,
no,
bitch.
Your mom. Wow, no, you reverse Uno.
Your mom owns you, little bro.
All right.
El Riz.
El Riz. Dude, what the fuck is going on? Like, what
you don't know
actually
Riz.
is it? You're definitely a YouTuber. Definitely.
Gangnam Style, bro. You're owned.
What? You realize how you sound, right?
Despacito.
Because you're over. Yeah, now you don't have anything to say, and so you're just going to come over here and just say.
Dame tu cosita. You're owned.
Yeah, I'm owned.
xQc don't know you, little bro.
Well, he does because I'm sitting here asking questions. So he does, in fact, know me. My name's RJ. Nice to meet you, Felix. How are you? Now we've had an introduction, so he knows me. I don't know why everyone is so okay, but I'm the one who doesn't want to have an actual conversation. I'm the one who feels passionate about this, and I'm actually trying to sit here and learn. Okay, you're literally proving my point. I'm just gonna stop talking now.
See, I told you guys, it's all the inside jokes of Destiny orbiters. Obama, he said it. That's
well,
funny.
like, see, you understood that joke, so it's not that inside.
I get it. Anytime I got pulled up, people say Obama. I don't know what it means. It's gonna.
You said it. I'm surprised you could even pronounce it. That's crazy.
This is insane. I
That's
have
a
no
good
idea
one.
what's going on right now. I just wanted to ask questions, and that's it. But I don't know how to have a conversation.
L. You took the L though, bro. He don't know you.
Ratio plus you're not on camera.
All right, Leafy,
so
let's
don't
slow
look at
down.
me.
Despacito.
So what do you guys see yourselves in 10 years anyway?
Hopefully, I've got 11,000 current viewers by then. We'll see.
So do you want a serious question?
There's no way you have actual targets for your viewership. There's no shot. I don't believe it.
No, but I mean, I have targets for like people I'd like to associate with, or like shows and I want to be on. I'm in like Joe Rogan's orbit so much. I'm waiting for that invite.
Oh,
And I only want to go on Joe Rogan so I can watch Hassan be forced to react to it. It's really the only thing. Every time I'm on a larger show, I'm just thinking like, God, I know Hassan's gonna have to watch this on stream, and I'm gonna maul doing it.
Bro, you know what I feel like you're the type of guy who does that in like, bro,
Yeah.
I feel like Hassan is like one of your exes, and you're trying to like flex like so hard and like forever. It's
I do.
Like, bro,
My goal is I want to be one day on stream with 50,000 viewers, and I want to send Hassan a picture in Twitter DMs, and I want to go, I got your whole viewership on my wrist, bro.
That's crazy.
Oh my God! Now he's just trolling it. I get it. He's feeling a bit edgy today, aren't we? Aren't we, Disney?
Listen, you guys brought this out of me, okay? You guys are degenerates today in here. I'm just trying to have a nice conversation.
I'm a
One
degenerate.
time I'm actually not trying to be degenerate, and everyone else is.
You're calling us degenerate when you specifically
Well,
let
how are you
holding?
holding? Listen.
This is entirely your fault, you little gnome.
Wait. Call me a gnome. I'm 6'1". I'm not a
To you, you dumb.
She was talking to you. She calls every
shit.
woman gnome. Though.
You
Don't
think
take it personally.
everyone's talking to you all the time?
You're the only one that hates me for no reason.
I
so-
wasn't talking to you.
Okay. Now the one time you're not.
Also,
talking
that's
to
not
me,
true.
really. Oh, well, actually, I don't give a what you think about me. Okay, I just don't like the fact that another woman that I've been nice to dislikes me because I don't like being mean to women because
Nice
the whole.
too.
Okay.
Merc, I think there's a lot of things I could say right now, but I'm going to try to be genuine. The
No,
genuine
do
truth
it.
is that you'll probably never be enough and you should give up.
That's your opinion, and I'm not going to give up on what I'm
It's
proud
my
of.
truth,
What-
which is the truth, and it's the
Okay.
objective truth,
Well,
and your
let's-
opinion is
let's go
wrong based on
finish-
science.
Hey, let's just lay all the cards out on the table. Shall we lay out all the cards on the table? So
Let's lay out
I
all
can
the
have-
cards.
People told me that I wasn't gonna get past 500 followers. People told me that I wasn't gonna get 1,000 followers. People told me this. People told me that.
Holy
People
shit.
told me
Doing
that.
a Zerka rant. Brilliant.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Wow. Okay. Fine. You know what? Never mind. Let's just say I have literally gotten every single thing I have wanted, and I'm not gonna stop because I'm proud of myself. I'm happy, and this is what I enjoy doing, and nothing that anyone can say will get me to stop. Not a
Despacito.
policy. Okay. All right. That's it.
I can I be honest with you? I think as a creator, something that you have to kind of get a grasp of overall really early. This is like probably the best advice you'll ever get. I think is that targets for like analytics are overall a decent thing for like direction, but not that great for like in my opinion fulfillment, because these things come and go all the time, and if you have like your whole happiness and fulfillment out of it, right, it'll be given to you and taken away from you
That's
on a
not where
daily
it's placed,
basis
though.
multiple times, and it's gonna destroy you.
That's
And
not where it's placed, though. I use it as a way to defend myself because people are always doubting me, when in reality, I know that this is what I'm meant to do because I am fulfilled. When I started and was talking to people and not doing the shit I was doing, it's just the fact that I can have such a small crowd of people enjoy me compared to when other people watch me and they still enjoy it. Like, the
Isn't
fulfillment
it really
comes from
wild
within.
that like you said you were going to take xQc's advice over mine, and actually just repeated verbatim something I told you last night? Isn't that kind of crazy how that happened?
Well, guess what? I like him more than I like you, so that's the truth.
Man, I'm feeling pretty Vixeny right now.
No, Destiny, I told you how I felt. I appreciate the conversation we had. That's why I reached out to you today, and I did not know that this was going to happen, and here we are. So,
You should have been whipping and nay-naying all the way to the finish line.
Shut up. Okay, Turkey, you pushed it too far.
Okay. All right. Well, that's how I feel. I'm happy with what I do, no matter if I have. It's just like I always have to defend myself, and I shouldn't have to defend myself because I know how I feel. I feel fulfilled. I feel successful, whether I have one viewer,
Yeah,
whether
the more you say it, the less it has value. That's what I'm trying to say.
So just
don't say it and flex on them. That's it. If the whole point is that you exist past the threshold of success that you think you're gonna have, or that you should have reached, right? Your existence is proof on a daily basis. That's why sometimes you don't have to tell them anything.
Yeah,
You just
so I don't have
exist
to
and they
explain
evolve.
myself to nobody.
That's right.
That's right. Thank you.
Right.
All right.
Well, anyway,
Have an actual
so Destiny, what have you been up to anyway, brother?
Me, dude, I don't know. I was someplace last month. I went to Toronto for Mr. Mooden's wedding. How cool was that? He got
That sounds
married.
kind of boring. Oh.
What do do you mean boring?
So
It was
sorry.
my best
That
friend.
sucks.
Shut
Yeah,
up, you guys. It was awesome.
I think it's boring. As
Well, good for you. I had a fun date. I had a fun time dancing. It was Toronto. I got to see the city. It was a great time. So you. After that, I went to New York City, hung out with some friends for a few days. That was cool. Then I came back, and now I'm here. Now I've just been, grinding my stream on that grind set.
I went to the club and I caught some sort of sickness, I think.
Yeah, is it chlamydia? Or...
Going to the club.
Just kidding.
That is funny, bro. That actually is funny. Good one.
I'm sorry. That was up. Are you? Do you get sick often when you travel? I've noticed over the past year or two that because I'm traveling so much, I'm starting to get sick more often. It's really annoying.
Because I bite my nails. I'm stupid.
Oh, true.
I do the same thing.
I had like already a throat like a throat sickness thing, and it wasn't too bad. It was like manageable, and it was kind of getting better a little bit. I caught like that two at the same time now, I think, because now I have something kind of different, like a whole different throat feel.
I have a question. Do you believe in COVID?
Oh yeah, I had it twice.
Okay, I was just curious because okay.
Just a totally normal
Do you
question.
believe in COVID?
You believe in it?
Yeah, I just got over it. I just got over it, so I've had it.
Are you
twice
really
as well.
6'1"?
Yeah, I'm 6'1".
Is that
Wow.
crazy?
Talking slave. Sorry. Anyway.
Is that crazy being like that tall for a girl?
No,
I feel like that's
I
crazy.
am actually very confident with myself. I'm secure with myself. I feel like I'm very beautiful. I carry myself well in the real world. I garner a lot of attention, and I think I handle it well. And I'm not gonna let you. I know what you're trying to do. You're gonna make.
I'm actually not even trying to defend you. I'm shorter than you, and I wish I was as tall as you. So I'm not even
that's
shitting
the
on you.
problem. You've got the Napoleon.
It's not
disorder.
a problem. I just asked you.
You've got the Napoleon disorder. That makes sense.
Okay,
excuse me, miss,
okay.
you
For the
literally
record,
have a
I'm
bone
5'11".
fucking issue, okay?
I don't have the
All right,
Napoleon
calm down.
disorder. I just decided to make some light conversation because I was curious. Okay, that's all.
Yes, I am 6'1". I am mixed. Yes, and I'm.
I didn't say anything about that either, but that's cool.
You did. You've made a lot of comments about asking if I'm black or not, or what I am.
You have,
and I
Turkey.
answered.
Well, you specifically brought it up when I was like, I don't remember what I said. I think I called you. You're like, I'm an autistic black woman. So that's the only
I
reason
never
brought
said
it.
it. Bro, VODs. I never.
You
said
literally
that.
did say that,
I did not.
August. I know you're watching right now. Rewind that real quick.
No,
Put the
it's
reference in
okay.
from when she says,
It's
I'm an
good.
autistic black woman that you're bullying. Throw that in here.
You think this is going on my main channel? You're crazy.
Well, whatever channel it goes on, I trusted August to do the right thing and validate my...
Oh, wait, do you guys know each other? Or were you guys just talking earlier? I forgot. Oh, no, you were talking earlier. Never mind.
Yeah, we go way back. We're working on a video about you.
You go
Yo,
way
what's going
back.
on your
You're
channel?
21. You can't go way back into anything. You go back into the womb.
Me and August go way back and it's going on
No,
your
you and
channel.
Abba. Sorry, he just tried.
Ab and I go way back.
No, I've never met this guy before. Yo, Destiny.
Ab and I go way back. We used to go to school with Drake together in Ronto. You know,
did
he
you?
was chilling.
Yeah, Destiny.
What's up?
There's some people that's in your community that are like the most ill and like cause the most damage, right? And then every time I go in stream, you like invite them in over and over again. Like if you have to like, explain what's that about?
What are you specifically referring
asking me,
to?
wait, hold on. Are you asking me about the follies of bringing somebody back into my life that's mentally ill over and over again? Just to be clear, is that what you're asking me?
Ah, man.
Abba, what did you want to say? Abba, you had a question? What was
To
it?
be fair, the most recent mentally ill person is a big fanboy of XQC, so I think you got to hold that L.
Wait, are you talking about? I don't even know what we're talking about. Are you talking about Merc?
Is that somebody told me she's the black lav?
I was.
Stop.
First
Why
of
do you
all,
have to
I'm
make
not
it?
black. I'm mixed, and it's all for a bit. And I think if I
I'd say
actually
she's
was a
the
fangirl,
mixed lav, definitely.
if I was a fangirl, I would not be able to control myself as I am now. It's literally.
You're not controlling yourself right now.
You're not
You're
controlling
yourself.
yourself. You literally
I'm
have your
sorry.
cam
Oh my
on.
god, XQC, give me your cock. Like, is that what you want to hear from me? That's not.
You
the
just
thing.
said it.
Oh my, that's not what I'm.
Clip.
That's not. What
Ogre troll.
That's not what I meant. All right.
Oh man.
That is not what I meant.
XQC, how do you feel about black Canadian women?
What is there to feel about? They're just women. Like, what about them? They're just women. I don't. These are like trap questions. I feel like you're trying to get me somewhere, right? You're never gonna get me on any of this. Okay, I like all women. I date any woman. Why does it have to be so like targeted like that? I don't get it. Oh, it was a joke on that. Okay, my bad.
I have a question for you. As someone who's American, but I'm currently living in Toronto. What do you think about the statement, Canadians have no swag?
Oh, what kind of question is that, dude?
Well, it's kind of hard to have
It's
swag
not for
when
you.
when you're dressing up all the time against the weather. It's kind of like impossible.
Wait,
I
is
just
it
feel like
that
I
cold
like.
in
I
Toronto?
feel like, dude. I always thought the whole like people wearing like a backwoods Bart Simpson shirt with like Adidas pants and like really weird like Jordans and like a strange coat. Like I thought that was like a made up thing that people didn't wear. I thought it was like ironic. But I came here and like every person is literally an Indian person wearing that.
Yo,
Wait,
you want
what's wrong with being Indian?
There's nothing wrong with being Indian.
Indians are just a group of brown people who wanted to be black but failed. So,
I'm actually leaving the
So do you think that's where the lack of swag comes from?
All right.
I want to give the real
I love
hot
you,
take.
Felix.
What do you think of Destiny, since you have so many Canadians in this?
Yeah.
What's up with Destiny Orbiters and making everything racial for no reason when nobody asked? I don't get it. Like we could
Nothing was made racial.
It's not about
dumbass.
Destiny. That's my full-time job. It's what I do on YouTube, and I get paid well.
It's all right.
for
Be
making
patient.
relations.
XQC is still on Twitch. Okay, they're very sensitive over there. All right.
Okay,
That's all
no
good.
worries.
Happens.
It's not that I'm good. It's just overall. I just don't see the point in doing it. It's just all the time. It's like insane. It's like,
Here's the real hot take. The real hot take is that Americans are actually kinder than Canadians.
We
Even though
are.
we're
I agree.
stereotyped.
We are.
Yeah, I
We
agree
are.
with that.
I love being American, and there's nothing wrong with being American, and I feel like more people should say that.
No, of all the British
Like
children,
British- okay,
Australians are the better.
all right,
Okay,
all right.
Canadians are cringe, and
I've
Americans
lived in
are
Australia.
worse.
I've literally lived in Australia, and they are a bunch of over there. The minute they find out you're American, they treat you
Good.
like shit. And
That's
they,
how.
oh yeah, all right, yeah. But if it's an American treating someone else like, shit, oh my god, an American treated someone else terrible. Let's cash fucking. Oh, like,
I think the
hate
reason why
them.
people have that problem is because there's a lot of recent, like, a lot of people say unnecessary, like, military excursions by the United States military, like, invading Iraq and stuff like that, like, you probably would say is unnecessary. And so as a result, they see us as, like,
It is
colonialists.
unnecessary. I'm not saying it. I believe in isolationism. I believe we should leave our own affairs here on our soil.
I'm just saying,
in
like,
America.
I think that's probably the reason why people say
But the
shit like
point is, don't overgeneralize because okay, for example, with Islam, right? People are like, oh, Muslims are ISIS members or this and that. Like, no, like there is Islamic extremists, just like there are Christian extremists, which would be the KKK, is what I believe. So it's like everyone has an extremist group. I don't know why everyone just targets America because we're America. Everyone has extremist groups. It's just a part of society. It's a part of culture. It's everywhere. I just don't know why that we have to worry about everybody else. Just mind our own business. Keep our affairs over here. Stop sending money to wars we created and mind our own fucking business.
That's where we
What do you think about Israel?
helping Ukraine bad?
I'm listen. I'm not even gonna make. I'm not gonna make the statement. I'm not gonna make the statement.
Ooh.
What do
She was
you
about
mean?
to roast you, Kelly. She was about to
so
destroy you,
Are
Kelly.
you saying something bad might happen if you speak about Israel?
No, I don't. I'm not educated enough on the Palestine-Israel, détente.
You're
whatever
not
the fuck
educated
call
to
it,
speak
so-
on anything in here, and you haven't stopped talking.
I'm American, so I
Well,
actually.
To
I
be
personally
fair,
have a lot of
nobody in
strong
here
opinions
is
about
okay.
Israel at one
Nobody's
point in my
highly
life.
educated in here. They're all stupid. She's just terrible
Except for me.
public speaking.
But I had a lot of strong reservations about Israel, and then I tried are you guys familiar with the potato pancake? And
All right,
now my
guys,
world
this
changed.
is way above my pay grade. I think I'm gonna go play some Sci Factory.
Have you had a potato pancake?
Nice meeting you all. You guys
Well,
are
you
all.
lasted longer than I thought.
Yeah, that was
Oh
something.
my God.
He's running. He's
I
scared.
love you, buddy. Be careful.
He's balding.
Stay safe.
It's nice
You
meeting
too, man. You too, brother. Yeah,
Bye.
nice meeting you guys. Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Magooey Punch, thanks for the
Howard.
20 gifted subs.
Yo, Merc, why do you got your cam on?
Because I wanted to have a conversation.
Yeah, but
And also, I wanted to
already
prove.
left, so
I
you got
wanted to prove that it would happen, and it did, and I took the.
Prove that what would
No
happen?
matter. It doesn't matter. You're not in my community. It does not matter.
But you're on a stream with me. You're talking to me, so I feel like.
But it's
you're-
not about you, Tom.
you're-
It was about XQC. So you're not understanding. This girl's not interested in you.
Well, now that he's gone, can she turn it off? So I don't have
Turn
to
what
look at
off?
it. The camera.
No, I'm gonna leave it on because I'm streaming.
But like your streams like can you just show the camera to your stream and not us?
This is how I always do my Discord calls every single time.
Well, maybe you should do it differently because it's bad.
No, I'm not gonna do.
It puts
Okay.
me
It
through
doesn't
pain.
matter if her camera's on. Shut up.
Maybe it matters to me.
Hold on. Here's the other question, Merc. Why
Yeah,
do so many people think you're mentally ill?
Because I portray myself as that on the internet.
Why would a sane person portray themselves as being mentally ill? Well, why
Because
would,
it's content.
It's just a
You look up to
character
Lav?
opium.
I don't know who that is. I've heard I'm the mixed version or whatever. I don't know who that is.
Okay.
all right.
Good job,
That's all I
guys.
got.
Nice work, guys. I'm proud of you guys.
I didn't say a slur, so you know.
You actually, you know
Destiny-
what? You get big props for that. What's up,
Yeah.
Evan?
There's a person, Destiny. Why does she keep claiming she's not black? What's that about?
Who?
I'm not. I'm mixed. Stop trying to like divide me. It's just I'm mixed. I'm literally mixed. I'm white and black. I'm not white. I'm not black. I'm not. I'm mixed. I'm in the middle. I'm white and black. If you're gonna call me something, white and black.
There you go. That's fine. Satisfied with that answer?
No.
It's the truth. I am white. I am black. We gotta pull out the Punnett squares again. I'm white and black. I'm not black. I'm not white. I am black and white, and that is the truth.
You got
It
that?
is
Big Bear
accurate.
song.
It is accurate, but it's not useful.
How is it not useful when you literally?
Because like if you ever, you know what I mean, like if you walked around and you said you were black, everyone would believe you. But if you walked around and you said you were white, everybody would laugh.
I
in your
don't
face.
care if they believe me or not. My mom is a white bitch and my dad is black.
Whoa, misogyny alert! Chill out. You don't have to
It's
use
my
that.
own mother who did, in fact, treat me and was sometimes so. It is the objective truth.
All right. And what are you talented at?
What am I talented at? Like, are you asking what I'm into?
Yeah, what are your skill sets?
Are you rizzing me up? Are you trying to, like, you know, a little e-date session now? Like, what's
How come
going on?
every single question someone asks you has to turn into like some like composition?
Okay, why does every single question we ask get answered with your mom or don't make
Because that's based. Because that's based and
those
true.
are dead memes. Dead memes are not based.
Well, you're owned. Look at chat. Chat owns you, little bro. They all think you're dumb.
I won't lie. Everybody who says she's like the Black Lav is wrong, because at least Lav had like some pseudo intellectual shit to say. Like this one here.
I literally have I've been getting attacked. I have been taking part in the conversation. I haven't used any slurs, and now you can't please anyone. So it's like either I just yell slurs all the time or just have a serious conversation, and just everybody hates me because you can't please everyone. And the only person who's pleased right now is me, because guess what? I got what I wanted.
What did you want?
I wanted to have a conversation with xQc.
I feel like it's kind of silly that like you just called your mom up when like 20 minutes ago for argumentative purposes you were like, my mom used to hold
You
me.
can
and make
hate
me
the
feel
people you love.
loved."
You can hate the people you love. You realize that, right?
And I also think it's silly how you're saying I'm black
But he
and I'm
doesn't
white,
answer
but then earlier in conversation, no, I'm just bringing it both up, so I'm laying it all out on the table.
Why are we...
Here's the real question.
So now xQc isn't here for him to rag on, so now he's gonna rag on me. Let's go. Let's
No,
hear
no,
it.
no,
I was shitting on you the
no,
entire time. You're not
wait,
special.
wait,
You know I was shitting on you the
Hey,
whole time.
listen. Hey, you know what I gotta say? You guys are more than welcome to say whatever you want, because guess what? I'm happy. I got what I want.
I know, and I actually want to explore
Okay,
that.
but once again, this is the thing that XQC pointed out. Every time someone-
wait. That's something different. So you're happy that you got to speak to xQc.
I'm glad I got to have a normal fucking conversation with someone that I wanted to have a conversation with.
Right. Like, what do you admire about?
Not so much.
I am visually attracted to him, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Nobody said there is. I'm just asking questions.
I knew that was gonna come. I was gonna say I find him hot, and then someone's gonna be like, "Oh, so you're just yeah." He's attractive. He's visually attractive. I like his personality. Now, granted, I do not know who he is off of the internet, but from what I have seen on the internet, I am attracted to that. Now, granted, I play it up for streams because people like parasocial relationships. You guys think I'm stupid. Everything I do on the internet is for a purpose, and it's been working, and now it's the time to switch those gears and actually let my real self shine through, because I know that it will prosper. So the
Absolutely.
point is...
I actually think it's beautiful. No, hold up. She has a crush. She has like a nothing too intense, but she has a light crush on somebody. But she got to speak to that person. That's a good thing, right? Yeah. I'm curious for you.
I guess.
What's the next step? If you could have like, okay, you hit this threshold, you hit this goal, you spoke to him. What would you like for the future? Is there any heightened experience, or do you just want to be able to talk offline? What would you like?
I don't. When I manifest, you're gonna laugh, but yet
This is the lab.
I literally.
No, it's not. No, sorry, my bad. Sorry, the word manifest triggers me. It's not you, it's me. So sorry.
777 777
But
777.
it works for me, so why are you knocking it? I'm happy. I'm getting what I want. So why are you sitting here knocking it and making fun of me if it's working for me?
You're right. I apologize. I shouldn't have done that. So you want to manifest. So what do you want to manifest after?
So right now, the way I do it, when I achieve something, I manifest. I am grateful. I show gratitude, and I enjoy the moment. I enjoy the feeling, and I don't worry about the next until I am down from that high and able to think normally. So right now I'm up here, right?
Yeah, you're high. You're on that high. You're on the high.
I don't want to go, okay, so this is what I want. Like, enjoy the moment.
Right.
Come back down to earth, and then manifest from a clear mind, which is exactly what I'm going to do.
So let's say hypothetically xQc's at VidCon, and then you go to VidCon. Would you be like, I'd love to grab
First of
coffee?
all, I would not be caught dead at VidCon.
Why?
I am planning to go to TwitchCon, but even
Wait. How can you be like, oh, I'm going to TwitchCon? I wouldn't be caught dead at VidCon.
Yeah, well, what's that about? What's your problem?
Because isn't like VidCon like actually
as opposed to TwitchCon, which is what do you mean?
Oh, I've just heard that VidCon is ass.
Well, xQc is not going to be at VidCon, so that is an important thing to take into account.
And I'm not going to VidCon now I'm going everywhere. No, I'm not going to TwitchCon for him. I was actually invited before I even knew he was going. There's some other small creators that want to, network, even though I know what their networking is, and that's why I'm a little apprehensive. But I feel like.
What is their networking?
Drugs.
Well, I don't have stuff like that. I've talked to Destiny about this. I feel like for me, it's not even so much the networking; it's getting out, meeting people, and just stepping out of your comfort zone. Because for me, like, believe it or not, I used to be very insecure, very, very like I would not.
No, I don't believe that. You seem like you're just brimming with confidence all the time.
No, because it took a lot of work to get here. I have been doing the work on myself to become confident. I used to literally like hate how I look. I used to always like.
Wait, what did you hate about the way you look? Your height?
Yeah, I used to be insecure about my height. Sure. My nose. I used to hate my nose. I used to hate my smile. I used to hate my
Let me
teeth.
look at your nose. Your nose is fine.
But that's the point. The point is I've worked on that. I've accepted who I am as a human. I find myself attractive, and I am confident in myself. And so now the next step that I want to manifest is to get out, meet people who are like-minded. And granted, I don't have to do what they do. I don't have to drink. I don't have to do all that. But just being there and actually doing something and taking a chance and taking a risk is very important to me. And that's what I want to do.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
I appreciate if you were being serious. I appreciate that.
No, I think if people improve their lives, it's always a wonderful thing. Do you? You said you're a tall person, right? You said you're 6'1", if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about dating people under like 5'8"? Have you ever done that?
I have. I've dated short guys.
Yeah. How does it feel to date a short king?
Used to, I was fine with it, but that's just because I held myself at a low standard. Now I realize I want someone who is the same size as me or taller, and the last guy I dated was that, and it was great.
It was great?
I mean, he treated me great. I treated him terribly.
Why'd you do that?
Is this going to be like a repeat of last night? Because I literally got into it all last night.
People just find you to be like a fascinating sort of specimen inside of a glass enclosure, and they just want to poke and prod and see what you're about.
That's kind of hot, not going to lie. Go ahead, poke and prod.
Hey!
Why? I got to make everything, so there you
go. I guess.
Good job, guys. Did I answer
That's you, little bro.
Okay, little bro. You're 5'11", I'm 6'1".
Yo, Jesse, you know what she did to her ex?
Yeah, we had a huge 5-hour convo last night about our whole life, apparently.
Okay, all right, then I'll skip it. I like it when people self-admittedly admit to toxic behavior.
You can ask Destiny. You can ask Destiny. I admitted to it all. I took responsibility, and I told how I was changing. And I think this conversation being in here goes to show that I actually am doing what I'm saying. And I'm actually trying to now get out of that phase of garnering views, garnering attention. I've lit that spark. Now I've got to keep it going. And this is me doing that. By being
how do you feel about the fact that Destiny takes advantage of mentally ill people on the stream?
Hey, if mentally ill people choose to come on the stream, that is their prerogative, not Destiny's.
True.
Wow. That is incredibly
that's why she's my queen. That's why I'm doing that leg height surgery, so I can be the 6'2" king she needs.
Oh my god, Destiny.
Okay, like, I haven't made any comments towards you, but I'm curious, as a tall woman, would you ever consider getting with a short man and picking him up and stuff like that?
What? Why would you ask such a childish question?
That's not childish. This is like fantasy related.
So you're short and you want me to pick you up?
No, I'm not. I'm actually relatively tall, but I like watching every now and then, so that's why I'm curious.
No, because I've grown out of the childish like that, like picking up, like mommy pick me up. I actually want a normal relationship where the guy is taller than me and we have normal conversations, we communicate, and we have a healthy relationship.
Wait, what's this mommy pick me up stuff? Has that ever happened?
That's what you were framing it as, no?
Yeah. Has that ever actually happened to you?
Have I been called mommy before? I don't know. Ask all the people in my chat right now. Have I ever been called mommy? Yes, I've been called mommy.
If that bothers you so much, you could have told me and I would have stopped doing it. Jesus.
Oh, okay, Destiny. Okay, no.
Harassment.
It's not harassment because, I'm here asking for it.
Despacito.
Isn't that how it works? Anyway.
Why do you keep saying that? Shut the f up.
Anyway, no, that's me, and this is how I am, and I try to have a normal conversation. I did my part. I think I did pretty well, and I'm pleased in myself.
Yeah, I think once xQc left, you were way more normal for sure.
No, what do you mean?
Like I'm not gonna lie, like it was really subtle, but in front of him,
you got
everyone
here
could
in
detect
the
no, because I was like watching for a little bit, and honestly, like there was a bit of.
Oh, let me get in that. Okay, so you.
Whoa!
Let's just call it like it is. We all.
There was just a subtle approval seeking, I think, going on, but it's
no.
Yeah, because I want to be found attractive by the people I'm attracted to. That's how it is. It's normal. It's.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Because next time when you see me at TwitchCon, I don't want you to f it up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, you got to be more.
I'm gonna be like, hey, nice conversation we had. What's up, dude?
Yeah, but what if he replies, who are you? And then what are you gonna do?
Then he egos me, and I still know who he is. So that's all that matters.
Oh, you're so positive. I like that.
Oh, but whenever I'm positive, I'm crazy, I'm kooky, I'm this, I'm that. My point is, it's been working for me, being very grateful for every single opportunity I get. And people are like, oh, well, you'll fall off, or this will happen, or this will happen. Why do you have to be so negative? Every single one of my friends that have, gotten the green check or have reached a goal, I always support them. I always congratulate them. And if I've ever been given a platform, I always thank them. I thanked Destiny last night when he came onto my stream. I thanked him whenever he let me on the first time. I always am grateful because there's someone who is smaller than me that would kill for that opportunity. Even if I didn't get to flirt with whoever or do whatever, this was a positive conversation. I took value from it because I got advice from someone who is in the industry, and now I can use it, transmute that energy, and get more success. Even though I am already successful and I am grateful for what I already have.
I spaced out.
Wow, Joker, thanks for the
Can
273
we talk
views.
about something that's not Merc? Like, can we have a topic of conversation?
Kelly, isn't it 5 a.m. for you? What are you doing here?
No, it's 3:30.
You've just been sitting in here the entire time, not even saying anything.
I've been patiently fucking waiting for you guys to stop your stupid fucking conversations that were going on before, because I wanted to ask about the thing that happened before. I want to know why the fuck
Didn't just say it instead of waiting like a little beta.
I'm trying to, but you keep interrupting me.
It's been hours you've been in here. Hours.
Holy shit, yes, hours that I wasn't interrupting people because I'm not a content cuck. Anyway,
You're a content cuck if you don't interrupt people.
Oh, shut up. There were enough people interrupting each other without me, like... Anyway, why do you keep going around saying I'm a misogynist, you...
Who, me?
Yes, you!
Because you're attacking every single woman in here with...
Every single woman.
Misogynistic slurs.
I was 100% thinking the same thing. I feel like Kelly, if another woman's shining, she feels the need to come in here. That's why she's up at 5 in the morning with red eyes.
It's 3:30, okay? Shut up.
It's actually just women of color she has a problem with.
And true.
True. Black women especially.
True.
Anyone that stopped you guys from just constantly dumpstering on her the entire time. Alright, let's go with that.
Matt, you're doing it right now, and you're a woman. You are a woman who goes through the same exact thing. So for you
but
to
it doesn't
act
affect
like them,
me. You really shouldn't be here if it affects
That's right, Merc. Kelly is like crabs in the bucket, but we're like vaginas in the bucket.
What?
Right, because Merc is the one I should be most concerned about. If you mean like she might get
Oh, you mean
killed,
Merc's
for
not even a
sure.
threat to you? She's so insignificant?
Nobody's a threat to me, but her being a threat makes even less sense.
Kelly, just real quick, can you tell me how you tried to stop the dog pile onto Merc?
By telling you to stop all doing it at once.
Okay, so you're
multiple times.
You're gonna tell me that you messaged Corantos multiple times, did not have me on the show because you were worried for me.
No, I didn't say don't come on the show. She
Wait, Merc, how do you know that she did that?
No, what I was saying is she needs to stream
Merc,
not from her house.
Did you see a message?
Bro, what does mean?
she
You
didn't.
realize I am poor. I am a small content creator. I live in a house.
Do you not have friends or family you can go to?
Kelly, you don't understand.
Donald.
Kelly, she lives in Michigan, so that means that she's not only poor, but she's like third world poor.
Hey, Michigan is very nice. Okay, Saugatuck, beautiful. All right.
Saugatuck?
Traverse City, beautiful. Okay, there's nice. I don't want to live here anymore. I want to move, which is what I'm working on, which is why I can say the things I can say and do the things I do, because you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. All right, you want to be sitting here calling me names?
You got kicked off the first round. Nobody cared.
You know what's funny? Just because I got kicked off the first round does not mean it wasn't a W. Like I said, there's another creator who would have
definition of not a W. You were the biggest L. That's why you were off first.
Are you serious?
Holy. That's how
Despacito.
You were the bottom. You were out.
Didn't want me on the show, and because
I was trying to not get you swatted, you dumb. Holy.
Before I was on the show, I'm sorry for calling you. That was wrong. I'm emotional.
No, you can call me. I don't mind.
Okay, bitch.
But you're wrong about
so
why.
Listen, I'm not wrong, because before I was even mentioned to be on the show, I had been swatted 3 times, and you're like,
oh, well, I just. Okay, so how does that help this conversation? Because I didn't want you to get swatted again.
Let me finish.
Kelly, stop interrupting an independent black woman, please.
And you literally said, well, she should at least have something with the cops where she calls and. You don't think I thought of that? I know.
When we tried to interact with you, you wouldn't tell us anything, so I'm not going to assume that you've done anything.
It's my responsibility to explain to you what I'm doing behind the scenes, because then that takes away from
the
content.
Do the fucking show, then yes, you should just say you've done those things. It's very easy. It's not dumb to ask you if you've done some basic self-preservation precautions.
It's none of your concern what I do with my platform.
Yes, because I don't want you murdered on the stream. Also, I don't really want you dead in general, because I'm not a sociopath.
Why does it matter?
Because I don't want people to die, generally speaking. Why are you asking if I have humanity? What is wrong with you? You were the one borderline crying about emotions earlier.
No. If you had humanity, the first time that you came across me, I was super nice to you. I never said anything negative. I was like, oh, nice to meet you. I'm sorry that you hate me. I send love and energy to you.
Don't hate you. I'm caustic to everybody.
If you had humanity, you would not have treated me the way you did the moment you met me.
True.
And everyone on the internet.
What did I do that was so bad?
Are you serious?
Explain.
Yeah, you were passive aggressive the entire time.
No,
I
you
wasn't even there, but I know what you did.
You called her cunt over and over again. You undermined her in front of xQc and tried to make her look like a fool when she had her one shot to do a conversation.
Yeah,
you were trying to cut her off the Keeper
biggest
Kick show.
problem in that
When the poll came up,
conversation.
you were telling everybody to spam voter, and then you were smugly happy when you got her banned
No,
from the
that never
show
happened.
after getting
Now
kicked.
he's doing the thing where he's just making
Either
like,
way,
I hate dermatologists.
Either
Shut
way,
up.
you are not going to take my happiness from me. I was on the show. That was a W. I got to talk to xQc. That was a W.
True.
I'm going. That was a W.
Nobody's trying to take that from
Facts.
you.
You are, though.
buddy. It's fine.
Yep, facts.
You
Facts.
literally are, though. Because you're like, oh, you think that's a W losing the first round? Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
the issue is, and nobody here really wants to say it, but I think the issue is Kelly just doesn't want to see another black woman
No,
succeed.
you
That's
just-
exactly what I was saying.
So we're gonna make you
And
racist
Merc,
as
and Merc,
well.
that's why I'm telling you.
Brilliant.
Whenever you say
I'm
I'm
a
white and black,
racist woman hating.
the people treat you like a black woman.
dermatologist
You understand what I'm trying to say, Merc?
hating. Anything else?
The point is, I recognize you as a human being. Every single time I've met you,
Yes.
I have been proper.
Yes.
I have been kind. I have never said anything negative towards you until now. Until you start, you literally, there's no talking to you. I'm trying to get you to understand. I have no ill feelings towards anyone on the internet. Okay, because I realize that there's an obvious boundary when we start bringing in real life and power, like piling it on the internet. That's when it gets messy.
True.
I don't take anything on the internet serious, even if it seems like I do. I do it for literally everything I do is for content. And you're telling me, well, why didn't you tell us that you did this? Because it takes away the effect. I'm on the internet
So
for
you're
a
saying
reason.
you're fake.
It works.
True.
Right.
on the internet.
It's just
I
a
am
character.
fake.
You're just playing a
Yes.
retard.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
But at this
what
point,
is-
if you're
okay, do you
constantly
think-
playing catch up, trying to explain yourself, doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose of the character if you're
Oh, so
constantly
now
peeling
because
back
I'm
the curtain?
defending myself and providing factual evidence and actually, concrete answers, it loses its
There's
value.
nothing concrete about that.
I mean, literally, yeah, it literally does
Oh, and
lose
now he's
value.
defending. Okay.
Merc, that's what I'm trying to tell you since earlier. Like, doesn't matter what you identify as, the internet sees you as a black woman. You understand that?
Okay, that's fine, but I'm not. I'm black and white, and what
Is
people
this
think
thing?
about
Is this
me-
bit? This is like a bit, Abba. Yeah, this is a bit.
What's a
No,
bit?
no. They really, when she watches the world, they either say she's Indian or black, and I'm pretty sure.
Okay, what does it matter? What does it matter what I am?
Because
Because
people
when
like
you're,
Kelly are
when you're
always
being
going
like,
to treat
oh,
you
why
like
am
a
I not
black
treated
woman.
like a human being? Because I would treat you like a human being. It's like, well, you understand, you're a black woman.
I don't think
I
that
wanted
everything
you to
is-
mod
I
a
don't
black
think
woman,
everything-
Destiny, and you wouldn't fucking do it.
I
so
don't
you
think
shut
everything
up.
is race, and I think because you think that it's race that people don't like, race reason why people don't like you, you're trying to apply it to me. I don't think it's a race issue that people don't like me. People don't like me because of the things I say on the internet, but I say the things I say on the internet, and I'm aware of my consequences, and it's my responsibility to handle those consequences, not anyone else on the internet. So whether or not, like, people want me to get upset, hurt, like, it's them wanting me to feel a certain way. I am aware of the consequences of doing what I do on the internet, and I still do it because I am aware that it is hilarious. People find it entertaining. And now it is time where I segue into a different arc of my content where I actually let my real side come out, and actually the audience that I've garnered, I can keep now because they know who I really am and they enjoy who I really am as a person.
True. I wish Kelly would
Which
think
is
like
why
that.
I did this. Which is why I did this,
Right.
because I could prove myself. Because even though on stream I'm like, oh, xQc this, it's a joke. I'm able to have a normal conversation.
Well, you understand, you're a black woman.
I don't think
I
that
wanted you to
everything is-
mod
I
a
don't
black
think
woman,
everything-
Destiny, and you wouldn't
I
fucking do it. so
don't
you
think
shut
everything
up.
is race, and I think because you think that it's race that people don't like, race reason why people don't like you, you're trying to apply it to me. I don't think it's a race issue that people don't like me. People don't like me because of the things I say on the internet, but I say the things I say on the internet, and I'm aware of my consequences, and it's my responsibility to handle those consequences, not anyone else on the internet. So whether or not, like, people want me to get upset, hurt, like, it's them wanting me to feel a certain way. I am aware of the consequences of doing what I do on the internet, and I still do it because I am aware that it is hilarious. People find it entertaining. And now it is time where I segue into a different arc of my content where I actually let my real side come out, and actually the audience that I've garnered, I can keep now because they know who I really am and they enjoy who I really am as a person.
True. I wish Kelly would
Which
think
is
like
why
that.
I did this. Which is why I did this,
Right.
because I could prove myself. Because even though on stream I'm like, oh, xQc this, it's a joke. I'm able to have a normal conversation, ask him questions, and take his advice.
That was beautiful.
I don't care if he acts like he knows me. I got advice from him, and it's something that I wanted. I manifested that I wanted to collab with him, and granted, it wasn't a collab. It was presented to me in a different way, but it still was a W, and that's it. And that's all I gotta say.
Absolutely true. How are you
Kelly,
going to take
is
that
there-
away from her, Kelly?
You got Kelly. Is there any more hate you want to spread?
No, I was asking why he was calling me a misogynist. I wasn't coming in here to, like, I want to know why. I was the one asking a question.
You guys have to stop saying that Kelly hates black people or
Yeah, can we stop
dermatologists.
saying that Kelly says
she
things I
just
never
doesn't
said?
respect them. That's all.
Oh, that's also not true.
Brother.
Please stop getting me banned. Fucking bored of dermatologists. I need them. All right, please.
What?
Well, this has been...
Right, okay, so I got no answers. Brilliant.
Well, Destiny, I want to say I'll message you, but I want to say it here so everyone can see. I thank you for the opportunity. You don't know how much this means to me, considering my birthday is on Saturday. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I am glad that you gave me a chance to kind of come on here and drop the and actually like learn something and actually put value into a conversation. So I think.
What did you learn?
Can you let me just? That's
just
what
curious.
And I will discuss that with him off the internet, because off the internet discussions are more important than online conversations. So if I really want to, I'm going to talk to him about it later. But I want to say publicly, because people think I'm not grateful. Thank you, Destiny.
Good.
Awesome.
No
I'm
Have fun.
happy.
Be careful.
I'm happy. Bye, Destiny. Bye, guys. Kelly, whatever you think about me, I want you to know that
I do not think about you. Do not.
I don't garner any hate towards you, and I wish you the best, and I hope you figure it out.
I love it. Positivity. Good.
Nice to meet you, Abba and Turkey Tom, and just bye.
Bye.
What can I say? I'm just the content god. None of
That
my
was
community.
crazy.
None of my
Who the
community
fuck was
trusts
that?
me. They all think I'm just
This
a
person
loser.
has-
I don't know what's
has
going on. And look at that.
300 subs and she comes on? How did you
God
do that?
damn. I know how to do
You're
it. I just know how to
worst.
work it. I just know exactly what's
I
going
think
on
crazy
in the
people are
universe
drawn to you.
at all points in time.
Honestly, I'll be honest. I don't think she was that crazy. At least,
Nah,
maybe,
listen, I know,
maybe her political opinions and stuff are. But as a person, I don't think she was that crazy.
I know why you think that. She's pretty crazy.
Oh,
you
yeah?
got
Okay, I haven't seen enough.
You got 5%. You haven't seen it. You got about 5%.
Okay,
Let me put it this way. I'm actually surprised. I would have bet in favor of, with odds, her saying the N word at least 2 times in here with the art. So I'm shocked. So yeah, she did a good job today. She was on the.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. If on a scale of like 1 to 10, Kelly's like an 8, what would you put her at? Merc.
Kelly's an
Why
8
the
on a 1 to
fuck
10.
am I an 8?
I'd give her.
An 8 of what?
I'd give Merc like a 7.5.
7.5. Okay.
So she's less crazy than me.
Well,
Yeah.
if you think about it that way, I guess.
Brilliant. Okay, cool.
I feel like if I dated you for some reason and it didn't go well, like you might key my car, you might light some on fire with gasoline. With Merc, I feel like she'd just call my mom a whore and move on with her life. So it's just different levels.
Okay, let's move on. Next topic. Next topic.
Okay, next topic. I got you, bro. I have a question for you, Destiny.
Yo, what's up, bro?
Let's say, hypothetically, all right,
Hypothetically.
you found out your best friend
Uh-oh.
was cheating on his wife or his fiance.
Wait. Am I having deja vu? Or wait, are you memeing on me right now?
What do you mean?
Wait, am I crazy? Somebody in my Discord, I'm pretty sure today, just asked me if you knew a guy and he was your friend and he was cheating on his wife, would you tell his wife? Is that what you were about to ask me?
No, that's not it.
Oh, okay, because somebody just asked me that earlier. I was so confused. Okay, sorry, go ahead. My bad.
No.
Just gotta-
So you find out he's cheating on his fiance.
Okay, yeah.
Okay? Or she is, friend, whatever.
Mhm.
Would you attend their wedding?
Oh, Jesus. Let me get
And you
on-
knew both parties, but you knew like the person who's just doing the cheating way more.
Here is my statement, okay? I would say that if you've got a close friend, you should always support them in their big moments in life, and they'll appreciate you for it. Yeah. Is that an
So you
acceptable
would
answer?
attend?
I would attend, yeah.
He would not care.
If you're not going to attend, you have to tell them why, right? You can't not attend and not say anything, right?
I mean, you don't have to tell them the truth.
No, you have to tell them the truth. What would you say then? I'm sorry, I just can't support this holy matrimony.
No, say you can't make it. You got stuff going on.
It's a wedding, bro. They give you the invites like 7 months in advance. What are you gonna say? Like, I think I'm playing Fortnite in December 40. Like,
I got something with my mom. She needs operation or something.
yeah, 6 months in advance. No,
I mean, you can come up with a lie technically, or something can come up last minute and you can just
sure.
bail
You can
out
say I
of it.
got COVID. That's like the new thing, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But no, I don't know. Why? What would you do?
I don't think I could go to the wedding. I would feel like super uncomfortable going there, knowing the homie or the lady is just out here taking side and she doesn't know, and they're about to say their vows forever for more. I think that's like mad bizarre to sit there and watch like this whole fucking charade.
Here's what I don't understand. That's
Okay.
bizarre to you, and you couldn't handle that. But it's not so bizarre that it wouldn't drive you to say something. Can you square those away?
Because I don't think you can just come out and be like, "Oh, he's cheating on you." Is that something you could say? You would snitch. You would say that the cheating is happening.
Okay, wait, hold on. If it's the guy that you know cheating on the woman, or the woman
Yeah.
cheating on the guy.
Oh yeah. What your friend is the one
Yeah.
cheating on.
Okay, wait. I don't understand that. Why can't you just tell the guy, like, listen, bro, you're cheating on this chick. I'm not
Oh
going
no,
there.
I could tell the guy. I just couldn't tell her that he's cheating on.
Yeah, no, I think that's fine. I think I'd say, like, bro, listen, you're cheating on a chick. I'm not doing this unless you want to pay me to show up or something like that. Like, obviously, yeah. No, yeah. I think that'd be right.
That would be fine, but I wouldn't be like, hey, I know y'all about to get married. He's cheating on you. I couldn't do that.
Sure.
That's too much for me. I actually did a poll on this, and most people, by small margin, it was pretty split 3-way down the middle. The options were like, I wouldn't attend, I would attend, and I wouldn't attend, and I would also tell the significant other that they're being cheated on. And most people chose telling the significant other. But in my head, I'm like, that. I feel like telling someone that they're being cheated on, especially like if they're on the way to marriage, might be like incredibly dangerous in certain situations, just because of like, I don't know, maybe in my head I'm just going to the worst scenario, but I find like when people find out they're cheating or whatever, a lot of dangerous stuff does end up happening. So I feel like you can in certain circumstances, but you'd have to be careful with it.
Okay.
Like, what's a circumstance you would tell someone they're being cheated on?
Listen, I don't give a fuck about any of that. But I know that for a lot of people, cheating is like literally the like worse than like killing their child for a lot of people. We already went over that a little bit earlier today in chat. My chat got triggered, so
it's worse than killing a child?
People lose it. Cheating is like probably the worst thing. It's like cheating and then the Holocaust for like the three worst things that can happen to like a Redditor or like an average person like has extremely strong feelings about all of that. Yeah, like if here's the issue. I do think that like on a like a moral level or something, I think you should probably say something. But the problem is there are so many ways that it goes wrong that it's not worth getting involved in. Like, for instance, you go to tell somebody that somebody's cheating and then they don't believe you. And then they, like, cut you out of their life because they're, like, so hopelessly in love with the other person that it's, like, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, that may happen, but that person will probably come around eventually. And, you know, they'll realize error their ways and then they'll come back to you. And you'll be like,
I've seen the opposite happen. I've seen literally the person who told the truth get shunned by both people and they stay together.
If someone is that mentally weak, I don't want to be their friend that much. So
That's fair. That's actually fair.
Yeah, that is kind of true too, though. Like, if I told a friend, I was like, "Bro, yeah, actually, no, because why? Because I don't lie to my friends ever. If I'm telling you something like that, and you think I'm just lying, then you. Then I just want to be your friend. You loser. Good luck.
Like, if you think you're like, if you have a good friend and like they have no reason to think you would lie, and then you tell them something, then they instantly don't believe you, and then they decide to ruin their own life off that. Like, they would have done that for anyone. So it's not really your fault. And frankly, is it really worth being friends with that person that much? Especially like, you know, long term, probably not. So make a new friend. Life moves on. People come and go. I used to have a very like I don't know. Used to upset me very much, the idea that I would be friends with people that not even for any, you know, reason as far as like a big falling out, but it used to very much upset me, the idea of being friends with someone and getting to know them, and then like whatever that time in your life is that you get to know that person like isn't aligned anymore and you don't know them. They used to very much disturb me. But you know, time goes on.
Wait, hold on. I just had to skip some moment. Wait, what did you just say? It used to bother you that you would get to know somebody and then
So basically what I'm saying is like I used to get very hung up on the fact that like I would be friends with someone, you know, oftentimes out of circumstance, and our life would like kind of align in a certain way where I get to be their friend, maybe because of college or, you know, high school.
Oh, and you would just not be friends with them later on.
Yeah, later on would not be friends with them, and it wouldn't even be for any particular reason as far as like a falling out. Just, you know, you're just not their buddy anymore for whatever reason. It's just not convenient. You're not doing the same thing. You have different interests, and you just don't talk to each other. It used to very much upset me for that, and so I used to be the kind of person that would like try to get involved in people's personal affairs, and then also try to like cling on to whatever, you know, friendship I have with that person. But
gotcha.
I think that's unhealthy. I think you just gotta, you know, people come and go, appreciate them while you got them. That's it.
Sure.
Obama.
Would you stay with your partner if they became a bit of like no ambition, having person, like they just stayed at home and watched like Netflix all the time?
Would I?
Yeah, you and Destiny.
I mean, my girlfriend doesn't have a job. She stays at home and washes my clothes and makes me food and cleans my diapers. So I guess so. I guess I'm okay with that. I don't, to be honest, I don't usually get along that well with career-driven women, so.
Okay, you're on that red pill.
I wouldn't say that, no. I don't really like the red pill guys. I mean, just for like a relationship perspective, I could probably be friends with a girl, but, yeah.
What about you, Dustin? Your wife's a bit of a girl boss.
Yeah, I'm the exact opposite. I wouldn't be able to be with somebody like that. But I understand people that do. Yeah, but I couldn't.
I just like it because it's like, we get to spend a lot of time together because she's at home. We get to see each other a lot. There's no real like reason for her to work because, you know, I make enough that, you know, she's fine. And it's not like a giant like, you know, life suck or anything. It's a pretty like minimal amount of money I have to put towards like, you know, it's not like I'd have a different apartment if she didn't live with me, and it's not like the food she eats is that much more than I eat.
You like having a free slave? Nice.
I mean, I do actually like having someone who can do the. I don't want to do like, you know, laundry and dishes and make me food. Like, you know, I see that as time I can dedicate towards my job, which is nice. So, yeah, it's not like a red pill thing. I don't think it's like a. I don't think that's like a woman's place.
Nothing at all wrong with that. If that's what you like, that's fine. That's a fun relationship. So.
Yeah. I don't think anyone thinks there's anything wrong. That's just my personal perspective. Anyone can do what they want. I think that probably honestly wouldn't work for most people, especially because most people have jobs that don't pay that well. So probably both people should work if you want to be financially responsible. But, you know, if the guy makes enough and wants to stay at home, if the girl makes enough and wants to stay at home, and it makes both of them comfortable, then I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Yeah, that's my take. It's not to answer your question, Abbott, it's not like a red pill thing. It was
No, I'm just trolling. Don't take anything as serious.
Okay. Well, just to clarify to the audience, because I don't want to be pigeonholed with us. Yeah, probably. Yeah. I don't think it's a woman's place. I think people are different.
It's good.
It is good. I'd argue it's good. Good.
Destiny, how are you enjoying this new politics arc?
Oh.
It's okay. Just kind of the residual red pill stuff is dripping out. Hopefully, I've got a debate coming up with Ben Shapiro. I've got two.
I saw that Lex is setting that shit up, right?
Lex and Jubilee are both trying to set that shit up, and I think Ben has expressed interest. So yeah, I think we're getting close to that. So that should be fun.
Yeah, Jubilee must love you considering the views that you got them on that last video. They've been trying to. They must be glazing over you now.
Yeah, they were pretty clever in their email, to be honest. But
yeah,
I'm like a really easy. I'm nice because I've got like the trifecta of like I'm big talent, but I also am like very punctual and I respond to emails, but I'm also like very like I take direction really well. So like they were very nervous in this last video about like, hey, like we know you do your stuff, but like we're not looking for huge debates. Like we need you to be chill, like ask questions, like help the people have a conversation. And I think I work with people really well. So I think everything went pretty good with production and everything too. So I think it worked. Yeah,
that's good.
But how do you feel about people staying at home? How do you feel about having a partner that does that? Have you experienced that? What do you think?
No, I've never had a deadbeat. I did date a girl not a while back.
Yeah, I'm deadbeat.
That's not nice.
Hold on. That was kind of wild. I wasn't talking about your girl. I did date a girl. You know what's funny is like I don't mind paying on everything, but like you got to be a bit grateful. Yeah, you can't just sit there and be like, oh, like I'm supposed to do everything. And just like I didn't mind paying for stuff, but the way she just kind of just took it in stride, it kind of started rubbing me the wrong way. Like this was about to be my responsibility forever. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but it's like if somebody makes me a meal, I don't care how long I've been dating them. I'm always grateful for like the little thing. So I don't think I could be with somebody.
I agree. I wouldn't want to be someone who doesn't appreciate it, but for me, it's like it's a give and a take. It's not like a one-way transaction. Like I get something out of it, and she gets something out of it, and then we also get along really well. So it's kind of that sort of.
I would also say not to obviously run your relationships you want, do everything you want, but like I would have a really, really, really hard time with a stay-at-home girlfriend if I didn't have a child with her, because at that point it's like, what are you doing all day?
Have you seen these videos of like housewives with no kids, housewives by choice with no kids? It's like these women who on TikTok who brag about the fact that like they're housewives and no kids, and they tell you what their day is.
Mm-hmm. I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. Like if it just, I don't know, it makes them happy.
Well, no, there's nothing wrong with it. They're on the sweetest ride in the world. I mean, that's like the best.
Good for them, I guess. That's what I'm saying, you know.
But I mean, but I wouldn't want to be I feel like I would get a little bit resentful as the provider there, unless this chick is literally like, I can't even think of how much you could do for me that I would be thinking you're.
I guess for me, it's just like it's such a pain in the to wash the dishes. Like I hate that.
Well, but it's got to be something more, because you could easily pay a housemaid $2,000 a month, and you're getting.
But I don't want a housemaid. I want it to be my girlfriend.
Yes, you want it to be the person you pump full of juices
Jesus
to be the one who cleans your
Christ.
stuff.
I mean, yeah.
I feel like that's a big difference.
My God.
I don't want to pump the maid.
Bro, listen, I said 2K a month, make it 4K a month. You could probably boom.
Okay. Well, Arnold Schwarzenegger, mindset, grindset, based.
I will say Jubilee definitely got beef with us.
What'd you do with Jubilee?
They said we were bullies.
Oh, when you went on or something, or was your reaction
No,
afterwards?
I've never been on. Just when we covered the videos, they were like, "Oh, they're mean." I thought that was funny.
Well, were you mean?
But, there's some videos. But I'm glad that you have a good. Are you going to work with any other production companies like that? Or do you want to ever run your own stuff like that? Do you feel like the trouble of having to do so is just not worth it?
For a whole setup like that, that's a way bigger involved thing that I would have no desire to do. One podcast at a time, my friend. Can I just use petroleum coke in place of normal coke? Sorry, go ahead.
You said one podcast at a time. Are you still talking about the other one that you're supposed to do?
Yeah, that one that's coming eventually, that one. Let's get that one before anything else.
Gotcha.
What the heavy oil residue? Heavy oil residue. Why is this not working?
If you were to debate Shapiro, what would you debate him on?
I think I'm going to do it on Biden's record in general. And then, I think I'm...
You're not touching abortion? Because he seemed to talk to that abortion dude.
Oh, no, Christ, no, hell no. Jesus.
Why? You had a lot to say about your abortion thing. You don't want
there's so many more important conversations, I think, that need to be happening like nationally right now than abortion.
Maybe I'm unaware, but isn't abortion like one of the biggest motivators for voting at the moment?
Yeah, but like there's no amount of moral argumentation that's moving somebody's opinion on that one way or another. And there's like way bigger arguments relating to like this upcoming election season is going to be really big.
Fair.
I mean, I guess they all are, right? But yeah.
Outside of Ben, is there anybody else that you really want to debate? Like if you had a dream.
I feel like Jordan Peterson would be really interesting.
Does he still do debates? I feel like he stopped post.
Benzo.
Yeah. Has he?
Yeah.
I don't know. His daughter keeps trying to set something up with me. I might be doing something in Phoenix with her in a month, but she's like super flaky, so who knows?
Is Ben like the #1 dream debate of all time?
Wow, Wood Baby. Thank you for the 786 viewers. Wood Baby. Hold on.
It's gotta be Ben.
It's gotta be Ben. I mean, like, everybody calls me like the Ben Shapiro of the left, and I feel like, as like crazy and silly and stupid as it is, I can't believe I'm actually saying this. And I don't know if he's grown or I've changed or what's happened, but I really do feel like, from the little I've seen, Ben Shapiro is probably like the best. Like, I think he's actually like an okay human with how he approaches his conservative. And maybe it's my bar for conservatives has gotten so low, but like, he doesn't think the election was stolen. He doesn't believe that like the vaccines are a conspiracy. He thinks that COVID was real. Like, of all the things, like, I think Ben is like a decent-ish kind of guy, even though everyone else on the wire is insane. But
now, if you could speak nicely about someone on the left, who would you say on the left, you know, yourself not included, would be a great debater that you think does a good job?
Oof. Kyle Kalinske is getting better. I appreciate where he's going. Jesus Christ.
You had like a, I wouldn't say beef, but you didn't like him for a bit, yeah?
Yeah, I felt like he was way too politically partisan.
But he's coming around?
Yeah, I don't know what's changed. The liberalism is flowing through the internet again or something, thank God. But yeah, watching him defend Biden to Brianna Joy Gray or whatever was really, really, really good. There was a really good conversation. He's gotten better at, like, I'm being critical of Biden. I don't like what Biden is doing, but I can give him credit for what he's done. It's so hard for people that are far on the left to do that.
True. Okay, thanks for having me on. I'm gonna get it here. Bye, guys. And if you liked this video, consider becoming a member. For $5 a month, you get access to exclusive podcasts, unreleased videos, and the members-only Minecraft server. Thanks so much to all of my YouTube members who fund my content.